Hello, everybody, and welcome to Gehenna Valley, your regular Monday night Monsterhearts stream. We are so happy to be with you here tonight. I do want to just take a quick moment and I want to throw out a few things to you. First of all, happy Pride Month. We're very happy to be streaming on the first day of Pride. As the only person here who controls more than one character, I can promise you that there will be gay shit happening tonight. I make that promise. If the players don't do it, I will. Okay? The other thing I just want to let everybody know is we are very mindful of what's going on in the United States right now, especially in the United States, but elsewhere as well. All proceeds tonight will be going to the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund, and that will continue on this channel till the end of the week. So any way we make income during the stream, that money is all going there. And because this is a sensitive time, I'm just going to let the audience know right now that even when it makes sense in character, we're purposely avoiding protests and police in the game tonight just to make this as a big of a relief and a relaxing time as we can possibly make it. With those out of the way, we love you. Thank you for being here. Let's find out what happened last week on Gehenna Valley. That's the in-between music. Was that too high-pitched? Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold on a second. I've just got too many screens. So many screens. It's so hard to be me. So hard. Wait, I gotta lower the music too when I do this. I gotta remember
You
that.
make a difficult job look easy, Brian.
You know, I do try to stay modest and fabulous.
But it's hard, real hard.
It's so hard.
So hard.
I can feel it right down to my feet. What were we? Oh yes, last time on Gehenna Valley. Corey and Crina do not want to be each other's boyfriend and girlfriend, but do plan on going to Bridget's party together. I feel like I should say that a second time. Corey and Crina do not want to be each other's boyfriend and girlfriend. They were very clear last time that this is a thing they do not want, and they are together on this. Donovan called Corey out on his daddy issues. Bridget and Wolfe try to go to Corey's sex party, but Corey rejects their texts. During cheer practice, Tabitha throws Marissa over her shoulder, intending injury, but Crina pushes Bridget into her path to break the fall. Donovan was filming and claimed Bridget was trying to catch Marissa. Everyone agreed. Bridget got a fleeting glimpse that Crina might have her own powerful figure in her corner. Crina decides that cheerleading is not for her and heads to Corey's sex party. Rachel almost leaves the sex party when she discovers that Donovan isn't coming, but Corey convinces her that he's a better kisser. Emily thought the sex party was really some kind of brain twister party. Crina gets her to come in, but she quickly leaves after. Harold gets escorted in, bound and gagged by a silent goon that has done business with Corey's parents. I lost my place. Corey and Crina quickly untie him and manage to calm him down. He decides to stay and watch. Crina convinces Rachel that what she really wants is a three-way with Mauricio and Donovan. Bridget leaves cheer practice early, and Wolfe helps patch her up. And that's where we stop. This last bit is my reminder. Now, we usually have one thing for me to remember, but this time we have many. So let's take a look. First things first, we want to... We cleared Bex's harm because of Crina's gazebo massage. That was a result of a spontaneous watch party that we held this week. If you too want to have spontaneous watch parties, join us in the Discord. Links below. So yeah, we remembered that happened. So yeah, he really shouldn't be limping around. Bex is they. We're gonna let Crina clear second fiddle. Let's see here. Crina sheet. Where did I put you? There you are. Crina, why are we clearing second fiddle? Remind the audience, please. Do you remember?
Because Castile really likes me, and Corey's not too happy about that.
That's true. That's true. And you stood up for yourself at the cheerleading. Not just yourself, but like to Bridget and Bridget's control of things. Excellent. I think, yeah, let's clear that. Clearing it. Boom. All right, what was my next note? Where's my note? Let Corey clear conceited. All right, Corey. Corey, why would I let you clear conceited?
It's hard to be conceited and full of yourself when the god that you're connected to is vibing with so many other people and telling you ain't that special, fifth.
That's pretty fair. Yeah, you totally went through the whole roller coaster. I see that it's actually already off your condition list, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
All right, and last note, Donovan, you've got to declare your level up. Did you decide what you were going to take when leveling up? What
I did.
Take?
I took the vampire move, the feeding.
Ooh. Oh, look, you updated your sheet and everything for us. Thank you, Donovan. That's very nice, very helpful. Oh, we have a hype train happening. There's 72% of a hype train.
We're already at level 2. We're 72% of the way to getting to level 3, I think.
What? I didn't know
Nice.
that. Can I encourage this? I'm encouraging it, okay? Everybody there?
Donate more. Donate more.
Be encouraged. All right, great. And there's a little clock next to it. That's very exciting. I don't know exactly. What? Whoa, it just went up again. Thank you. Silent Infinity, whoever that might be.
Gee, who could it be?
And then I have to pause and make sure that the video, because it's a delay. Okay, great. All right. Well, let's see. What else are we doing? Let's go back to my sheet. Oh, we should do our regular check-in. We can't not do that. People would feel cheated. Oh, we should talk about my slip-ups here, okay? Because I saw the chat had mentioned that. Crina is not a queen, okay? We discussed this week while you weren't around because you failed to join the Discord. Why haven't you joined the Discord yet? Join the Discord. Now... But
she is a princess.
She is a princess, that's right. Bridget is a queen. Go ahead, wave your hand, Nat. Yeah, there's the queen. Okay. And then there's the daughter of the last fairy king and the sister of the current fairy king. Now that makes her a princess. Now wave your hand if you're a princess. There we go.
Princess hand wave too.
Yes. Oh. So I apologize for my tricky lips, but I also don't, because I'm fabulous and I'm also a princess, so I get to do what I want. All right, let's see here. I'm going to have to add that to the sheets. The MC is a princess. Let's see here. All right, we're going to do our check-ins. Stop distracting me. My goodness. Bridget, you are both mean and domineering.
It's true. I also have those as conditions.
Yes. You have 5 strings on Wolfe.
I currently have 3 marks.
Oh, let's fix that.
I've been spending a lot.
There was some spending last time. Yes.
Don't do it.
That's why we have check-ins.
We need those strings.
Wait, do we need those strings?
I need those strings.
Hold on a second. So
I need those strings.
There's 3 on this end.
No, I still have 3. So
you still have 3 on your end. Okay, good.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that when we get to your sheet. Hold that matters.
Power is waning.
Okay. I have a smattering of single strings here for you as well. I have 3 out of 5 XPs. Is that what you have?
That's correct.
Beautiful. Love it. Okay. Crina, the princess. You have the condition demanding. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. And did you do my math for me?
I did.
Okay, you tend to, so I wanted to make sure. So you have 2 on Marissa, and you have a smattering of singles as well. You have 3 out of 5 XP in the current run, but 1 out of 5 level ups already.
Yes.
Oh, I think you might be in the lead. I think you might be.
I mean, it's not a competition, but I'm winning.
Well, It's a competition for me, and I'll tell you why, audience. So I pay attention to these things, and it's not just because I like to pit my players against each other, and I do like that. That is just gravy. The reason why I pay attention to that is because we're very intentionally playing a season of Monsterhearts, and I pay very close attention to whoever has the most XP, because when somebody is getting close to having 5 out of 5 level ups, that's my cue to sort of start amping up the plot so it hits a big dramatic climax. Generally, I don't want more than 2 sessions after somebody has hit their 5th level up. I want 1 session for a big showdown or something crazy, and I might want 1 session after that to let people sort of resolve anything so they can have an emotionally clean break from the season. So this is something that I try to be aware of. Okay, where were we? Donovan, you have no conditions, is that true?
Yep.
But you have 5 strings on Corey.
Yep.
3 on Marissa, 3 on Mauricio, and a bunch of 1s and 2s.
Getting all up in that Castile business.
Now you
Yes,
have
indeed.
1 level up, we just talked about that, and no XP besides that.
Right.
Correct. I am great. Thank you. Let's see here. Corey,
See.
you have the conditions of friendless, unsympathetic, self-subterfuge, conflicted, and daddy issues. Is that correct?
All accurate there, Brian.
Yes. You have 2 strings on Crina, 2 strings on Wolfe, and a smattering of singles.
Yes.
And you are a single XP away from your first level up.
Correct.
Well, that's scary. Excellent. I hope you have something nice in mind. Have you been thinking about it?
There's been some thoughts.
Some
I have
thoughts?
some ideas.
Okay, good. That still leaves a little wiggle room for the chat to goad you into making bad choices.
Oh yeah, chat. Feel free to goad me. Give suggestions. I am happy to be goaded.
Excellent. And that brings us to Wolfe. Wolfe, you're very close in the condition competition. You have not good enough, bad friend, one of them, and whipped. Do you believe that is correct?
Yes, it is.
Excellent. And you have 3 strings on Bridget and 1 string on Crina. So you're really sort of like narrowing your string focus.
Not on purpose.
No?
It's just happening.
And of course you have 3 XP and 0
Yes.
level ups.
Correct.
Okay. So let's
We'll
see.
get there.
We're going to get there. And let's remind everybody why we care about your string totals. Because you've got this great move called Entrenched. And when
Yes.
you and another character have a combined total of 5 or more strings, you get to roll 1 whenever you're rolling against them. I like that. So right now, even though Bridget, our resident queen, only has 3 strings on you, which is low as far as our game is concerned, you have 3, so it's safe. You're safe.
We're good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching you though, Nat.
Uh-oh.
Watching you. Stop spending them.
No.
Or else I'll just have to turn you on more. Or turn Bridget on more.
Oh my goodness. What a threat. That's a
threat.
I'm all scared.
Making it right with the strings.
And Donovan has 5 on you, even though you don't have any. No, that's Corey. No, I can't read. No, I got excited for a second. Sorry.
I wish he had 5 on Wolfe.
Yeah, soon maybe. You've got to, pay attention to other people.
Oh, don't worry, Donovan. He's coming for you.
Oh, that's good. That's so good to know. Oh, that's exciting.
Come on, Donovan.
Okay.
World of Love is scary.
I think we've done all of our homework now. I see some chewing in the chat. Apparently they enjoy Discord.
Level 5 hype chain.
And a level 5 hype chain? Is that like a big deal? It's a big deal. I'm just saying it is. It is a big deal. You did great.
Come on, ride the train.
Great
The
job,
choo-choo train.
chat. You're fantastic. Okay, great. Let's move on. Let's talk about Bridget and what Bridget wants, because we let Bridget have the very last moment last time. And since Bridget is the queen, we established this earlier, it's only fair that we give Bridget the very first moment this time, or else we just be like really mean writers and producers. Be like, you get a 30-second moment at the end of the episode, and we're not even going to follow up on that. No, of course we are. We're nice. So, Bridget, I have such an energy right now. This is crazy. Can you feel it? Ooh. I'm sorry, Stephanie. It's okay. I want you to be able to survive this. I don't know why it's Stephanie. All right. Anyway, Bridget, we're talking about the Bridget. Listen, you told Wolfe that you want to go home. Is that correct?
I do.
You did. So that's what we're doing. We're going to home. Now, you two had a little scene where you made some little med kit patching up, which was very nice. It was very sweet. Do either of you feel like you want to do something before you get home? Do you need to establish something in the car, or should we race to the house?
I think Bridget is crying the whole way home.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Wolfe, are
She's
you going
capable
to
of tears?
ignore that? The crying? Or
No, I think he's gonna do that like really safe thing where you like drive with one hand and like do something else with your other hand.
Oh yeah.
In this case, like he's gonna hold her hand.
Okay.
Generally, he's a very good driver who, you know, pays attention to the road, but he's gonna do his best to comfort her while not getting in a car crash.
Excellent. That seems very sweet. Let me look at my sheets here. Wait, well, hold on a second. This isn't it. There it is. I got sheets. Comfort someone. Comfort someone. No, you can't do that. Sorry, you're an unruly teenager with no grown-up moves.
No, I'm no adult yet. That's
No.
true. I can't like do a move.
So
but
let's
I can.
just see how Bridget responds to it in character. Bridget, you're crying in Wolfe's car, and now you're getting stroked.
I think I pushed his hand away.
Oh, wow. Ouch. Okay.
Oh no, I think okay, so Wolfe will just kind of
Would that be
he'll
a shut someone down roll, by the way?
I'm not sure. I want to hear what Wolfe has to say.
Okay.
I think he would draw his hand back, like give a little gasp out of like surprise.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's driving, he'll very briefly like glance over to Bridget, like, you know, just a quick look away.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, "Hey, are you all right?"
No, I'm not all right.
Right.
I don't know what
well,
happened there.
Look, we'll figure it out. I think Donovan was there, right? He was filming it. I was gonna ask him tomorrow about it.
Yeah, okay. That sounds fine. I just want to go home and go to bed.
Yeah, I'm working on it. He'll say as he's driving, as he's actively driving.
Mm-hmm.
He'll offer his hand again, this time just to hold, like if she wanted to.
I think she'll like kind of just loosely hold it, but
Okay.
it's more for your sake, just to keep you.
Make me feel better, like
Yeah.
I'm helping. Great. Yeah, and he'll hold it and kind of like stroke the back of it with his. I'm like doing hand motions down here underneath where you can't see, but like he'll like stroke the back of it, trying to be comforting while, you know, cruising with one hand.
Uh-huh.
Still safer than what Corey does.
That's true.
All right.
At least he's not texting, and his eyes are on the road.
Great. No, that's lovely. So, and then, you know, a few minutes go by, and because, you know, we have that CW feel as things get quiet, you know, it starts to sort of lightly rain in Gehenna Valley because we have to set the mood properly. The sort of like half rejected sadness. So I don't think we're gonna do anything like shut someone down. I think there's too much paired emotions. But I think because we took a little bit of time to discuss our feelings, you know, in a Bridget-y way at least.
Yeah.
If you would like, I think it would be fair for you to clear domineering. You can keep. I think if we were going to clear anything, you'd keep me. Okay, so we'll clear domineering. And in that same vein, let's take a look at Wolfe here. I think you could clear not good enough. I mean, you got your hand in there. Would you like to clear not good enough?
I'll take whatever I can get.
Get a little confidence back. Lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Excellent. And as you pull up to the remembering people's names, the Klein and Gora Ranch, we can see one of Bridget's moms on the porch, just peacefully sitting there, petting a rabbit, watching the rain. And there you are, Wolfe, pulling up with Bridget. How do you say goodbye?
I think he'll pull up in the driveway like as close as
Mm-hmm.
reasonable. He'll put the car in park and then he'll like fully turn to Bridget and say, "Are you gonna be all right? Do you want me to here, let me walk you in?" And he'll like start to get out of the car to like open the door for Bridget.
Thanks, you're sweet. It's okay. I'm just gonna go up and go to bed, but thank you. And Bridget will lean over and kiss him.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yay.
He's so cute.
I think when after she pulls away,
Mm-hmm.
He'll look a little not dejected, just very worried,
Mm-hmm.
and just insist, like, "Are you sure you're gonna be okay? I don't mind staying for a while."
I think it'll be okay. You should go home.
He'll look away. It'll look like he's got that expression on, like he wants to say something, but
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't say anything. He'll just say, "I guess I can." What kind of like vague time is it? Like,
Oh, well, let's see. We had a bit of chair practice, but we left early. Let's see. What time did high school used to get out? Like 2 or 3,
Like-
right?
yeah,
Yeah, so it's probably like 4 o'clock. It's not even,
okay.
And it's fall, so we've got some time before sunset still.
Yeah, okay. I think Wolfe is just gonna say, "I don't really want to go home. I'd rather stay here with you."
Wolfe, just do what I say and go the fuck home. I'm gonna spend the string.
Okay. Wolfe, will you accept that string and the XP that comes with it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Got to get that XP somehow.
You do.
I think he will look a little hurt, maybe not hurt, maybe just surprised that you spoke or that she spoke to him so just like straightforwardly. And he'll look away and he'll just say, "Okay, I get it. I'll get out of here. But if you need me, like just like text me or call me or something. I'm just, right over there." And he like motions in whichever direction he lives in comparison.
The house next door.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And Bridget will get out of the car. Her mascara is run at this point, I think. And just kind of walk past her mom without saying anything.
Well, let's hold on a second. I don't like that.
Well, she's gonna try to do that.
Right. You're just calling me out here.
Yeah.
Hold on now. Where are my Kleins? Where are they? Here we go. Oh my goodness, we don't have many notes on them at all.
Not yet.
No, I need something.
We're about to get
Maybe
them.
we'll get more.
Right.
Yeah.
One of them makes parfaits.
What? One of the mixed
That's true.
parfaits? Oh,
Yeah.
we did talk about that, didn't we?
I'm just thinking what I know.
Oh
One
my
makes
gosh.
parfaits.
Graver, let's say that's Tara. Tara makes parfaits, adding it. Well, let's look at Decline real quick, and let's ask our devoted audience.
Wait, just really quick
What?
here.
Yes.
Decline. Her name is Decline.
That's correct. Her name is Decline. I don't think it happened on purpose, but it's delighted me ever since I had to write it down.
I know a great drag queen named Visa Decline.
That's a great drag name.
She's awesome.
I like to think that D had a different name, and she changed her name to Tara's name when she married her because it tickled both of them.
Because they think it's fun.
Yeah.
Like, I bet they're real cheesy like that, and they love it.
That does sound like something they might do. Wait, chat, do some homework for me. Give me a couple of adjectives to describe the mothers. What can they be like? Do my job. Come on now. I believe in you. I should have started with that, and then we should have gone into the back and forth. We have to remember that next time, okay?
Yeah.
I have to get the ask out, then we talk about drag queens, then we look back to the chat, because there's a delay. Okay, what do we have now? Earthy, holistic. Oh my goodness, Bridget, you're in trouble. All right, let's see here. Well, I think we talked about that a little bit when we were talking to Kale anyway. So I think that's very fair. So let's give that to Decline. Let's make Decline our real hippie. We're going to say earthly,
Peaceful
holistic.
parenting.
Yeah. The one most likely to make you take an essential oil.
Likes essential oils?
Does that mean she knows Crina's mom? Because Crina's
they
mom's
definitely
pretty
do.
hippie, right?
Probably.
Probably, yes. You know
She
what?
definitely went through a phase where she sold essential oils.
I'm going to go so far as to say that Decline identifies
Every time you
as
say
a
that,
witch.
Brian.
That's too,
Ooh.
because I like those people, and this is a Monsterhearts game. Okay,
Mm.
now let me look back. Did I get anything else? No, the rest of you have failed me, so I will have to do it. All right, so Tara, of course, is the one that makes parfaits. So we're gonna make Tara a little different. We'll say that Tara.
I think Tara might be more business minded. Like
Yes.
she runs the business end of the farm.
Mhm. I'm gonna write keeping up appearances because I like having one of those parents. It's a fun parent look. I'm gonna spell check how I spell appearances. I'm gonna write put together under the look. Since she makes parfaits, she knows how to put things together, including her outfits. Okay.
Nice.
Nice. I know it's layered like a
Yeah.
parfait.
Ooh.
Let's see.
I'm really hungry now.
Wow.
Can't
That was
help you there.
good. That was really good.
Oh, I didn't spell holistic right there. Now that's fixed. Thank you, Google. All right. Where were we? Great. So, since D is the earthy one, D is obviously the one sitting on the porch with a rabbit watching the rain. And that's the one you have to get by. But your mascara is running, and you haven't even been in the rain yet. You know, she can see these things. She has two eyes. So, as you come up onto the porch, she'll look at you and she'll say, Bridget, honey, what happened? What happened at cheerleading?
Your practice was just, I don't know. Marissa fell on top of me and people were mean. I just want to go to bed.
And she'll put the bunny down and she'll come right over and she'll give you a big, strong hug. And she'll say, well, yes, of course you can go to bed. I will bring you up some food later if you feel like eating then.
Okay.
She goes, and then she'll say to you as she lets go of the hug, and she goes, do I need to stab someone?
I don't know. Maybe Crina came to cheer practice. And
yeah, so who is that? No, wait, I know that one. That's the one with the sort of sparkle, with this.
yeah, she's shoot, what's your mom's name, Crina?
Eva.
She's Eva's daughter.
Yes, Eva. Oh, I love Eva, but that would explain a lot. There's a lot of chaotic energy there.
Yeah, she was mean to me, and I think she pushed me.
Okay, well, that's not all right. We know that's not all right.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, you need to say it. You say it now. That's not all right.
That's not all right.
That's not all right. Okay, good. Now you can go to bed, hon. Go ahead.
And when I get upstairs in my bedroom, I'm gonna text Tabitha and Chase and
I
say,
remember you have that text from Crina.
"Oh, the broken heart."
Oh, right.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm gonna ignore it,
Okay.
leave you unread, and text Tabitha and Chase to meet me at the gazebo at midnight.
Okay. And I think Chase will look at this, and you can see sort of the ... as he's typing, and then it like stops and clears, and then it ... dots again, and it stops and clears, and he goes, "Okay." That's the whole message.
He had to think hard for that one.
He did. He was apparently thinking about writing something else.
Okay. What about Tabitha?
Oh, you texted Tabitha too. I only heard the Chase
Yeah,
part. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Tabitha and Chase.
I got Chase focused. Is it a group text?
Yeah, sure. I'll text them in a group text.
Okay. Well then, I take back all the ... dots. ... dots don't happen.
Okay.
Chase instead will reply and go, "All right," with 3 exclamation points at the end.
Okay.
Have you... So I'm making an assumption, and I'm sorry. Let's check in real quick about my assumption. Do you think you have invited Chase to the gazebo before?
I have.
Okay, I thought you might have.
Yeah.
And that's where I was coming from. And great. And Tabitha, of course, knows what this is all about. And she says, she says, well, she doesn't respond right away because she's ending cheerleading practice.
Yeah.
She'll have to respond later, but she will. She'll respond later with, "You got it."
Okay.
And a bunch of emojis that don't really have anything to do with the situation.
Okay.
Yes. Great. We're going to put a pin in this story. You're pinned. Okay?
Okay.
Wolfe, how long are you going to cry in the driveway?
You're muted,
You're
Wolfe.
muted. It's just more sad.
Yes. Okay. I think I was unmuted and then I went to go unmute myself. And anyway, so I think he is gonna like from his car do that like wave to whichever mom was out there, and then he's gonna
Yes.
and he's gonna awkwardly stay there for like he's not gonna cry, but he is gonna awkwardly stay in the driveway like in his car in the driveway for like not like an extensive period of time, but like it's clear that he's waiting like after Bridget's like already inside and like
I think D, right? Because if you're gonna wave to D, well, I guess you could wave to D while Bridget is approaching, and then she does the hugs and stuff. If she turns once Bridget is inside and she still sees you there, she's kind of gonna stare at you like you're being strange.
He is being strange, so that's fair. I think he'll kind of like lock eyes with her for like a few moments, kind of give like a big like and like defeatedly go to like put his car in reverse and like leave.
Help give you a little motivation.
Yeah, he really does not want to go home.
Well, are you gonna go home?
I think he might just like instead of going right home, just go to like Dunkin' Donuts or something.
Yes, we have so many fun places in this town. We have a store that changes frequently. We have a gym, a comic book store.
We don't want to go to the gym.
A high school, a restaurant with outdoor seating. Let's make a coffee shop. Why not?
Okay, perfect.
Let's. I feel like if we're gonna have a fun town, we need to have a fun coffee shop. Is that fair?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not as much as I run on Dunkin'. You know, I live north of Boston, and I get all their targeted advertising. I have the app on my phone. Not sponsored, but we could be. No, we can't do that. We're too loyal to what is it? Death Wish
Death
coffee?
Wish.
Yes, no, I'm sorry. Sorry, Duncan. Sorry, we can't. Where was
They could
I?
be the official donut sponsor.
Oh no, no, come on now.
Mm.
Listen, I love donuts, okay, but I've been outside of Massachusetts, so therefore I know what real donuts taste like. And while
There's also Union Square donuts.
Union Square
Yeah.
donuts. We were just talking about them
oh
today.
my goodness, right? No, we're
They're really-
getting
No.
distracted.
Anyway,
What?
This is Monsterhearts. We have
Yes.
to be sponsored by Diablo Donuts. Which
Diablo,
Baltimore
is that a
donut
real place?
It's a real place here
Wait.
in Baltimore, and it's 10 out of 10, 12 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
amazing.
Well,
Yeah.
hashtag Diablo call us, okay? But I need a name. Yes, thank you. At
There's
the
a-
close, figured out what I was
Yeah.
going for. I want a
I was
name.
gonna say there's a good name in chat right there.
What is the name?
Grounds
wonder
for
who
coffee.
Oh,
at
I
the
missed.
close
I've
is.
missed the first thing. Grounds for coffee. I like that. Yeah, let's do it.
Grounds for coffee.
Thank you.
Alright.
At. Why is that funny? Why are you laughing?
No
Nothing.
reason.
No reason.
Okay. Grounds for coffee. That's not how you spell
I'm
coffee.
also very confused. Don't worry.
I can wait. No, I'm not going to wait. Anyway, Grounds for Coffee, which is fantastic because it's a hippie town to an extent, so there has to be a non-chain coffee shop. It is required. And we've had some requests for more Dixie the Goth Kid, and I think if Dixie the Goth Kid was going to work anywhere in this town, it might just be Grounds for Coffee. So, Wolfe, that's where you're going. Everyone else, don't let me forget that idea, because we're putting a pin in it, and we're jumping to Donovan. Donovan, you've got your tape. You went home to watch the tape, right? We established that?
Yeah, although technically it was after practice, so if this is still practice is going on, Donovan is still technically there recording.
Fine.
Sorry.
I'll give the other two a little more scene time, because we know where the other two were for a little while, and that took a little bit of time. All right.
Giggity. Yeah.
So
it did.
let's.
I could not do it, okay?
It was good.
You set it up, I had to knock it down.
It was excellent, and I'm proud of you. I'm sorry. So we're gonna jump. We'll go back to Bridget. Bridget gets more airtime. Bridget, how long are you gonna stay in your room?
I honestly think like up until this ritual starts.
Great. So the
'cause
magic
that's what
starts at
Bridget's-
midnight.
Yes.
Awesome. I like that phrase. That'll be our next episode, maybe. If
I think
we can't
Bridget
get to
will-
midnight, that'll be the next episode. Dave. Sorry. Bridget, what were you going to say?
And I think Bridget's gonna take like a long like shower
Mm-hmm.
and like get herself all pampered in her like silk nightgown.
Oh.
And
Yeah. Treat
Little
yourself.
shower bombs.
Yeah.
Yes. Excellent. So, Wolfe, my good friend Wolfe, you head to Grounds for Coffee. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, I get the joke. Thank you. I understood why it's funny. And I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this chat. They act up. They're rowdy, and I'm just a mess. Anyway, talking to Wolfe right now. Stop distracting me. Thanks, Rob. Thank you. Now you're feeding the fire. Wolfe, do you go to this coffee shop often?
I think he's been here. I wouldn't say he goes there regularly. I think he's taken like dates here before.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't really like have tons of time to just like hang out at coffee shops after school. Usually he's doing other stuff. But yeah, he's been here like a couple of times.
Okay, great. So you go in. Don't apologize, chat. So you go in, and you know what to do. You go up to the little barista bar. There's Dixie. Of course, you two know each other. It's a small town. And Dixie will look at you, and she'll kind of like look at the clock on the wall, and she'll look back at you, and she's like, "What, you didn't work out today?"
Yeah, no, I went to cheerleading practice to support Bridget.
You went to watch a practice?
Yeah. He smiles at her just like innocently, like it's like that's not weird, right? He in that smile, he doesn't actually say that.
No, yeah, in your head.
Yeah.
With your classic Wolfe smile. And she'll kind of like half roll her eyes at you, and she'll be like, "What do you want to drink?"
Oh, just like a small black. Like black coffee.
Yeah, I know what that means. And she'll type it up on the register. And she'll go, "What about Bridget?"
Oh, she's not here. I dropped her off at home.
Is someone else coming?
No, it's just me.
Okay. One small black coffee for the person all alone at the coffee shop in the rain. She'll turn around and get your coffee, so they hand it to you.
He's just like grabs his wallet to like take out some cash to pay for it.
Great, yeah, your buddy too.
And he hands it as he like hands it over, he's like, it's not like too weird to be here alone, is it?
She's like, I mean, the nerds generally go to the comic book store. Sometimes people do homework here, but I don't know. It doesn't really look like that's what you're doing. And you usually come here with people.
Yep. I think there's like a
right, yeah.
sorry, there's like an awkward pause between those two. Go ahead and say what you were gonna say.
Do people come to your swim practices?
I mean, not really, but like the swim team's not as popular as like the cheerleading team, you know?
Were other people there?
Yeah, like Donovan was there. Like he was working with some of the like AV guys, I think, to like film the practice. I'm not really sure what that was about, but I wasn't the only one watching, I promise.
No, it's cool. I mean, you're dating Bridget, right? It's not like you're a creep.
Right. I'm not a creep, he says, as if to like reaffirm it in his own mind.
She's like, that's good. It's good that you're not a creep.
Yeah, but like don't worry about that. How are you doing, Dixie?
I'm working.
Is there like a tip jar? Like
yeah, there's a tip
around?
jar.
He's gonna be that kind of person who, like, assuming there's some amount of coin change, like, he just like dumps the change in the tip jar.
Right.
Yeah, well, but like other than that, like, how are you doing?
People don't normally stand here this long.
Wolfe like looks behind him to make sure that there's like not a line forming.
I don't think there is or anything.
Okay, good. So he'll like casually like sip his coffee. Be like, well, yeah, but I mean, we can chat, right? I mean, it's not busy.
She will sort of sigh a little bit, and she'll lean forward, and she'll go, I like that it's raining.
Oh, yeah? Are you into like the rainy days? It's nice when it's quiet.
The rain makes noise.
No, but like, you know, it's like not he sighs, clearly not getting his thoughts across very clearly. It just means, you know, it's like relaxing to hear like the rain, like when there's no like cars honking or like, you know, people shouting. It's like, just, you know,
Yeah.
It's relaxing to listen to the rain sometimes.
Yeah. I agree. It's you know, it's the thing that was here before people, and once we're all dead, it'll still be here, just washing away the remains of a society that, you know, the end of the universe won't really have had any real impact at all.
Totally, he says as he like takes another sip. He says, he's just like, But like other than the rain, like how's it going at school? How's it going with your friends? He says as he's like trying to like search his relationship mind to like see who Dixie hangs out with.
Says, we're starting a new D&D campaign.
Oh, that's like he like actually lights up a little, like he's like, oh, that's really cool. Like what's your character gonna be like?
I'm a cleric.
What's a cleric?
It's kind of like a priest slash mercenary. I keep the party healed, and then I channel the power of an otherworldly being in order to destroy everything in my path. I really like you playing support roles.
I think Wolfe will put on a charming smile.
Okay.
Say, yeah, I can see that. I think it's really cool, Dixie.
I'm a Hufflepuff.
Really? Me too.
I figured.
You figured? Is that a good thing?
You seem a lot like a puppy sometimes.
It's not just because of my name, right?
It probably helps. But, you know, some people would hear Wolfe and they'd be like, oh, like brave, dashing into danger. Or like, ooh, sinister, like dark creature in the forest. But I think we hear Wolfe and we see a puppy.
Well, everyone loves puppies, right? He says with another smile.
Yeah. You know, in the 20s and 30s, there's actually more dogs than people in a lot of major cities, but we had these big poisoning campaigns, and so once they were less of a nuisance, because most of them were dead, people really seemed to enjoy them more.
Okay, two things there. Wolfe starts. We as in who?
She's gonna lean forward like I am, sorry. I've been alive for 300 years, Wolfe.
Huh. Is that so?
No.
Okay.
400.
I see.
700.
I mean, you don't look a day over 16.
That's kind of rude.
It's meant to be a compliment.
Okay, well, if I was really 700 years old, do you think I would want to look like I'm 16? Do you think I'd at least want to be considered an adult?
I think he leans back a little bit, like just like away from her because she was like leaning in. And he still got his smile on, and he says, I think you're much more mature than a 16-year-old, but I think you have all the beauty of your 700 years, and I will try to turn her on.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, we got there. You're welcome, chat. Oh, hi, Dixie. How are you? I'm glad you like her. Okay, continue. I'm sorry, I got distracted.
I got a 5.
A 5! Congratulations! No, it's exciting. You get XP. We love it.
I think that means you get a level too,
you
right?
Do.
Yes,
You're gonna
it
level
does.
up.
Dixie's like, you flirt with me? We just talked about your girlfriend.
For real. Wolf's trying to dig himself deeper in this hole.
Oh,
apparently.
it's great. It's a great
This is
hole.
how we learn?
It's a great haul.
Learn.
I love it. Let's see here. Reactions. Oh,
This is
excellent.
fine.
That's an excellent idea, Brian. Let's see. Looking for the character. You know I have them somewhere. I have too many characters, apparently. Where are they?
Maybe she doesn't have a sheet yet? No, she totally does. She has
No, I'm
I
not
saw
looking
it
for
earlier.
Dixie. Thank you, though. You're lovely.
Oh.
A hand falls on your shoulder, and it does sort of does the one finger at a time clasp on your shoulder, and while the hand is definitely older, it's got a very strong grip, and you hear a very firm voice say, "Young man, I believe the lady is sick of talking to you, and she has other customers."
I think as soon as like he feels the hand on his shoulder, he'll like turn around to see who it is.
Great. It is Aitor Castile, Corey's dad.
Okay.
And he is in like his like really nice like business suit attire, and he of course we know him from an earlier scene. He works out with your father,
Right.
and well he's graying. He has a very like tone frame. You know this under his suit. He's all right. He's doing fine.
I mean, he's got a pretty good personal trainer.
He does.
So,
He does. And he's you know, he looks and he's kind of tall. He's how tall are you, Wolfe?
Wolfe is he's not like exceptionally tall. He's
Okay.
maybe like 5'9".
Great. So
5'10".
I want to say that he's like just over 6 feet tall. And he sort of looks down on you, and he's very clearly judging you.
Oh, Wolfe will instantly kind of like step aside, like to leave room in front of the main counter, and he'll say, "Yeah, sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to hold up the line or anything."
Great. And he'll step forward, and he always gets the exact same thing. So Dixie is already preparing his beverage, and he's not looking at you. He's watching her make the beverage, but he will continue talking to you, and he'll say, "Most students would be doing homework around now."
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of it done already, like yesterday, you know.
They don't give you homework every day anymore.
Well, yeah, but it's not due the next day usually.
Right? Why not wait? And she hands him a cup. He takes it. He does not pay, and he looks at you one last time, and he walks towards the front door.
I think Wolfe is gonna awkwardly like watch him leave.
Yeah.
Before turning to Dixie and being like, "All right, I'll catch you later, Dixie. Sorry to hold you up."
She goes, "No, this was great."
In that equally like sarcastic kind of way.
Yeah.
Okay. He'll return with charm as always. Whether he got the sarcasm or not is questionable.
Yep.
But he will say, "All right, I'll have a good rest of your shift," and he'll just like go find like a table in the corner, one of those like small like 2-person tables, but obviously he's by himself.
Great.
Sit in the corner, maybe like scroll on his phone for a while.
Great. What a lovely little scene. Thank you. Okay. At the close left. That's okay. I know you're not here anymore. You'll probably watch it later. It's okay. Don't worry. Bye. We love you too. No, Rob. I'm not going to talk about that. What are some of these suggestions? Some of these are so not relevant. All right, y'all are very distracting today. Listen, we're gonna skip forward a little bit, and we're gonna go back to Donovan. Okay, Wolfe, is it fair? Would you sit in the cafe for an hour or so? Can we do that? Great, love it. Donovan, my Don, what do you want to do? Do you want to do anything? You don't have to do anything. No pressure.
So Donovan had texted Crina,
yes,
waiting to hear back about meeting, since he had sent, we need to talk about tryouts.
Okay, that's fair. I forgot about that. Thank you.
No problem.
Do you want to, is that the next fun thing?
Yes.
Yep. Great.
Yeah, and, well, he was doing some editing to make sure Crina's actual push is hidden.
Excellent. Thank you. I forgot about that too. Donovan, how did that not end up in the notes? Come on, Brian. That should have been in the notes.
Donovan's sneaky. He's under the radar.
Under the radar. Okay. Next watch.
I wrote it down. I knew he was editing me out.
How did you write it down? You weren't even there.
He said it last week. I wrote it in my notes.
I'm just teasing because the character wasn't there. I know you.
Tracks everything.
Stephanie, you were there. Okay. Speaking of Stephanie, how does Crina get around? Did you walk to the sex party from the high school? We did say it wasn't very far.
Yeah, like the next building over or something, wasn't it? Like two buildings down or something?
It's very close. So Corey's already left. Corey drove away on his motorcycle because he is moody right now. And you get downstairs, and as you step outside, it just barely starts to rain. What do you want to do? If anything?
Are there any cars left? Because like Corey had arranged for people to like
I
have cars left to be driven away.
I'm so sorry. That's right. Corey is the consummate host. I forgot about everything. This is on me, this one. I'll take this one. This one's my fault. All right. So, yes, there is... well, actually, hold on. I take that back. We had said last time that there are, like, 2 Lyft drivers in this town. And a lot of people left, like, 10 minutes before you went downstairs, because we had that very dramatic scene.
Right. My understanding is this was people that like Corey had hired, not necessarily Lyft drivers, but like family employees. Unless I like got that wrong.
Okay.
Hey, you could tell us.
No, it's cool. Let's go with the narrative. Yes, there's one last driver because Corey knows how to count. Good job, Corey, learning your counting. And they're just standing there with a sign that says Corey's party.
The party was upstairs.
This is a car for the party. Did you come from the party?
Yes.
Do you need a car?
Yes.
Then I'm here to drive you wherever you need to go.
Oh, okay. Crina will just get in the car.
Great. I'll get in the car as well. And, Kat, yes, thank you, chat.
Yeah, so Crina will like give her address so the driver can start taking her home, and then she'll like get her phone out and see the text from Donovan.
Excellent.
And it said like we need to talk about tryouts?
Yeah.
Okay. She'll
Were
text
there
and be like,
exclamation points?
No, probably just a single period.
Okay.
Crina will text him back to be like, talk about what about tryouts?
I saw what happened, and I have it on video. I wanted to talk to you about what happened.
Have what on video?
We can.
Crina's like a little panicky inside, but she's not letting that come through in the text.
And Donovan doesn't want to put anything in text that can later be traced or available. So Donovan would say, you free to grab a drink, or maybe I can come by wherever you are.
What kind of a drink? Where do you want to be?
I guess Donovan would say. Donovan knows it's raining outside now, so maybe Donovan would say, you could just come by my house.
Okay, yeah, Crina's game. So she'll like get the address and be like, tell the driver, actually, can you be here instead? Thanks.
Okay. That's how you drive.
Yes, like this. Your steering wheel's in front of your face.
Great. And so the driver pulls a UE like you do, and we'll head to Donovan's house. And then he leaves. He's not waiting for you.
Yeah. What is Donovan's like house? Is it like a house?
Tell us
or?
about Donovan's house.
I imagine Donovan's house is like an old Victorian looking, more bedrooms than he certainly needs. But he's updated it inside, updated the electrical, updated with some like smart features, and of course, has like the best internet he can. Coming in is probably closer to one edge of town, maybe the eastern side of town, since he's more prone to head towards Boston, like here and there.
Sure.
So, yeah, nice wraparound porch and, kind of the murder mystery, old Victorian looking house.
Great.
Very old Massachusetts.
I didn't realize y'all had those kind of houses up north.
Yeah, absolutely. Ask Stephen King.
That's a southern staple. Yeah, so Crina will be like, kind of looking at the house and then go and like knock on the door.
All right, Donovan would be waiting. Yeah.
So you immediately open the door?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Hi. Like her hand's probably still on there. Like, hi.
Hi. Sorry. Come in. And there'd be like the foyer with like the grand staircase that heads up to the second floor, and he would just gesture, we can go into the, I don't know, whatever you call that room. I think living room, lounge. I don't know. This house has too many rooms.
You live here by yourself?
Yeah.
Wow. Crina would be like rubbernecking the whole time as you like lead her to the house.
And Donovan's like, does she not remember about what happened? Do I go into it? Nah, whatever. And Donovan would just like head into the other room.
Oh, she has no idea about any of that.
So I was reviewing the video. I was kind of quick to jump in there because I wasn't sure what happened. But I saw the nod. I saw the push. Did you see anything from it? What was going on from your perspective? That's what matters, I guess.
I mean, Marissa seemed to be going the wrong way, I guess. And then Bridget ran in and saved her and broke her fall.
So you don't remember pushing her?
Why would I push Bridget?
That's a good question. But it was on video when you pushed her, but I've edited the video so that won't be seen.
Thank you.
Do you remember feeling anything strange at that time?
See, this is where if this was D&D, I'd be doing an insight check.
Because Donovan's trying to figure out, like, does she know she felt the influence of this elder god? And
if it makes you feel any better, I don't let my players make insight checks on each other. So you would still be stuck in this painful situation.
Yeah, Crina is trying to figure out what Donovan was like looking for here, like what he wants, like what's going to be the best option here.
What would Crina assume?
Is this? Could I look beyond the veil here?
I don't want you to. How about that? I think with Beyond the Veil, that takes time and should be used sort of quickly. And that's
More
how
like-
I've always interpreted it. So, like, I think when you're relaxing after sex, it makes time because, like, no one's in a rush to, like, poke you and, like, I need this answer right now. But if you're in the middle of a conversation, I have a harder time with that. I think that's a little...
And sometimes you fail that roll anyway and get completely different conclusions.
Right. I think no. I think I'm going to say, for drama's sake, that no, it's a painful situation, but you just have to decide what you think in the moment. And you can always do Beyond the Veil later, and that can be you looking internally and thinking through things, or talking to your brother, or going on the internet, or anything like that. But I think, I'm sorry, I'm talking in mixed phrases. Gaze into the abyss is the general move. Beyond the veil is specifically when you talk to your brother. And I was talking generally like gaze into the abyss.
Gaze of the abyss.
I will say this. If you want to do specifically Beyond the Veil, I will let you, okay? But the longer your brother stays, because we've already shown that he can show up and not be seen by other people, it could get awkward because you're in the middle of a conversation. You know, because I let you do that before with Crazy Rachel. And I think there's less risk with Crazy Rachel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She was also crying and distracted.
Right.
Okay.
I just don't. I don't want you to feel cheated. If we can absolutely do it, but it might lead to fun.
I mean, playing feral, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think Crina will just kind of like look like just past like Donovan's ear and just be like, reach out for her brother and try to like talk to him.
Roll it.
So it's Beyond the Veil.
Yes.
It's a 7.
Oh, well, 7's fun, isn't it?
Yeah. So
I need to get some...
It behaves as Gaze into the Abyss.
Yes.
But in addition to the other results, the Fairy King demands a favor of me.
Oh, wow. And you already owe him shit. Well,
yeah.
This is great news. This is great news, because I had already decided what I thought about that. Isn't that great when I thought about things ahead of time? Doesn't that make you feel warm and secure? I see head shaking. I don't understand. So
definitely a tingle. There's
a
definitely
tingle?
tingling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh. So your
Fear
brother
is healthy.
Your brother King Jack. That's definitely not how he talks. Shows up. Oh my gosh, no. Yes, that's fantastic. I love that idea, actually. I take it all back. Oh my gosh, I love you all. Let's do it.
Fear is
healthy.
healthy.
I was about to say that I have no fear because I'm the Fae, but now I have a little bit of fear.
I fear
you just
one
got
thing.
outfade.
So, you get a 7, right?
Yes.
And someone else shows up. You know this person a little bit. It's somebody who's part of the Fairy King's entourage. And she looks at you and kind of blinks like she's surprised and annoyed all at the same time. And she says, yes.
Where's Jack?
He's busy and you haven't completed his task yet.
Working on it.
Are you?
Yes.
So, I think we established that, Donovan, you don't hear the words that Crina says. But there is a pause. You know, this does take up time. So Crina's clearly thinking about your question. Clearly thinking. I don't know what you actually think. You can think whatever you want. Crina might be crazy. But she's staring at you and she's not saying anything. That's the important part. So, Donovan, you can interrupt this anytime you want, okay?
Okay.
And she says again, what do you want?
Like motion in a way that I guess like Donovan can't see, but or like whatever, just like motion towards Donovan.
Do you not remember?
I'm thinking, what is he looking for here? He's like trying to fish for something,
probably
and
not
I
a
like.
good sign.
You want me to tell
like,
you what he wants?
What am I supposed to say here? He's fishing for something, and I could get in a lot of trouble.
You should tell him
if
what
I
he
don't
wants.
tell him what he wants.
Just tell him what he wants to hear.
That's what I'm looking for. What does he want to hear?
What did he ask you?
Oh my god, I don't ever have to explain this shit to Jack. He's asking if I was compelled to do something, and I don't know if I should agree or not.
Well, if he is asking you if you did something, just say yes. They love it when you say yes.
Okay, thank you.
Great. And she's still there, even though you tried to stop it. Listen, you can't use this as like your personal dream diary, okay? You understand that, right? If you're not going to
scared?
get information for the king, like, we'll cut you off completely.
Oh my god, it was like a couple of hours ago. Chill the fuck out. Let me get to it, okay?
She's like,
I'll just ignore her and turn to Donovan. Like, I think I was. Yeah, I think there was something that like made me do it. Made me.
You seemed scared after you quit. Told Bridget you were leaving, and you were scared about getting hurt.
Well, I'm really little, and like they throw you up in the air, and like Bridget and Marissa both got hurt. I don't want to get hurt.
oh my gosh, are you really gonna play the victim in front of the humans?
Ignoring her.
Like
a little twitch and just ignore her completely.
I'm concerned about what's influencing her, and I'm not sure how much she even knows, because she seemed scared and upset herself. So it just seems to solidify what I told you, that there is some sort of bigger, darker, dangerous thing going on with her.
Yeah,
and if it's influencing people, that's a bad sign. So I don't know if anyone else saw you push her, but we gotta be careful if it's messing with things.
Yeah, you said Eldritch?
Yeah.
Eldritch?
Yeah, you ever read any Lovecraft or, monsters from the belly, like Cthulhu, know?
Wait, this guy knows about Cthulhu and you didn't report that back?
I mean, no, I never read the stories. Like, I know they're super popular to be read, like, What's His Face was from here or whatever. But, like, I know of it. Like, I've heard the name Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Are you saying that's real?
I mean, what possible everything is, who knows? But what matters is that
that's not comforting.
Something was happening there. And it seemed, if you watch the video close enough, you can see Bridget and Marissa, Bridget and Tabitha, right? It was Bridget and Tabitha.
Tabitha threw
Yeah,
Marissa.
Right. Bridget and Tabitha share a nod, and then Tabitha tossed her in one direction, and then the next thing you know, you're pushing Bridget. That's not good.
Can you get him to actually connect the dots? Because first he was talking about Cthulhu, and now he's talking about girls falling.
So you're saying that, like, Bridget is Cthulhu?
No, I think there's something maybe in her history or something around her that has a little... I'm not so sure she knows, but her behavior... I mean, she seems scared and upset herself. And I don't quite know what to make of any of that.
So, like, you know what I am.
Right? Yeah, like, not that I've dealt with a lot of Fae, but...
Like, you came with me. You came with me that one time. You met my brother and all of that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, this town has some problems. So, what?
Is it like that with Bridget?
Maybe. It's not something I've really ever dealt with.
I can't believe you didn't tell him he was dreaming or drunk or something.
Okay. So...
She left with Wolfe. Where did you go?
Oh, I went to Corey's party.
Oh, yeah. He wouldn't exactly tell me what he was doing after I tried to get him to
It
show
was
up
another
too.
orgy.
Oh. All right. Seems like that's all he's good at.
I think he's very good at it.
Yeah,
Good.
He has some issues. That's clear.
Oh yeah, totally.
I tried to get him to show up because for whatever reason he seemed worried about whatever Bridget thought of him anyway.
I mean, everybody worries what Bridget thinks of them. Like, she's really popular and like in charge. Like, of course people worry about what Bridget thinks of them.
He just professed he didn't care and then actually did, which was quite amusing. Are you saying now you will avoid the cheer squad, or you just don't want to be part of that? Is it something about Bridget that scared you away, or is it really just you're afraid to get hurt in general?
I'm afraid to get hurt. I mean, I like Bridget. She's my friend. But you're saying she's not human.
I don't know. I don't think so. Or there's something hanging around her that's affecting her.
Yeah, okay.
I'm more worried.
About that.
I'm more worried if she knows you pushed her, or Wolfe knows you pushed her.
But you covered that up, right? And like everyone was like, yeah, like, hey, thanks Bridget for being awesome and saving Marissa. Like, I don't remember pushing her. Like you said,
she seemed surprised herself. I just had to say something because I was afraid of what was going to happen next. If she got angry at somebody, I mean, I knew something was up there, but
how did you know that?
I have art with them. Bridget and Bex, and they were talking about how Marissa needed to learn a lesson.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, is that?
But like, how did? And that was like with their plan to like hurl Marissa to the side and like kill her or something, right?
Maybe. I mean, she told Bex to be very nice to her, and he was doing a terrible job of it. Mm-hmm. But how much of it is really
like, that kind of thing.
How much of it was really Bridget and how much of it's something else? I don't know. I was hoping you would actually know or have seen something or felt something, but it doesn't sound like it.
I mean, how did you find out about all of this about Bridget? Like, did you just like sense some kind of mystical energy about her or something?
I have some other contacts that told me some history about people in the area.
Care to elaborate on that?
Not really, no.
You should have sex with him. That's usually how they talk.
Mm-hmm. And Bridget or Crina will lean in and like put her hands on Donovan's arm and like get it real close. Be like, come on, you gotta tell me. And like lean in a little too close and like pushing herself against him and like definitely like trying to turn him on.
Yeah, let's make the roll. Do it. Make the roll.
Ooh, only a 7.
Okay. Well, 7's pretty good. No XP, but
I'm usually better at turning people on.
I know. It's an awkward situation. There's somebody there that only you can see. It's anyway, hey Donnie, would you like to give a string? Give yourself to Crina. Promise something to Crina that you think Crina wants, or get embarrassed and act awkward.
I think Donovan would again try to promise something that he thinks she wants. Mm-hmm. And he'd say, if you're worried about Bridget that much and you want me to ask for something for you, I can. They'll help me out. What do you need?
I mean, I want to know who they are. And like, how do you know this? How do they know that?
Well, I mean, they've got access to some good information. I mean, they've had years. Besides, well, let's just say they're on the internet, so everything's available on the internet.
Out of
good hackers.
Time out. I just want to very clearly state that I don't think counts as promising something you think
Yeah, I
she
don't.
wants. Continue, scene.
Okay.
I mean, like, who are they? How did you find them? How do you know them?
Oh, they're
Yeah.
other vampires like me. They've been around forever.
I think that counts.
All right.
What?
Yeah. Did you not know this?
And Tanya goes, okay, it seems like you have everything together here. Tanya out, and disappears.
No. No, I didn't know that.
Oh, I just assumed when you helped me. Well, well, this is awkward. Don't
Wait,
tell anybody.
So like when you say that this town
You're not
is
gonna
full of
tell
weird
anyone
stuff,
about this.
you don't just mean me and my family, and then like also Corey's very different but still fucked up family. Like you meant like you too.
I'm just in town for a bit. I just need somewhere to lay low. But this is crazy. There's a lot going on here. Let alone whatever.
Vampire.
Yeah, I mean,
That's so cool.
just please don't say anything. Then I figured you didn't know, or you did know.
I mean, like people don't believe me about this shit anyway. Like people don't believe that I'm like a fae. So like I could tell everybody and they wouldn't believe me. So
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of things out there. But again, I've never really met somebody that I think has this kind of outer power kind of danger. How much do you know about Corey? Do you know what the family's kind of talking about for him?
what do you mean?
Well, what do you know about this like family deal?
Not a lot. They're really rich. They have a lot of kids. There's some Spanish name.
Yeah, apparently the Castile thing is something, but they talk about Corey like he's going to be sacrificed.
What do you mean the Castile thing is something?
I don't know. Just that Corey is some golden offering, and I forget what Mauricio said. Sacrificial something, sacred offering. It sounded like sacrifice. It was very disturbing.
Yeah, that is disturbing.
Yeah, and I've been trying to talk to Corey about just him in general, and I don't. He either really doesn't care or doesn't have a damn clue, and I'm more afraid it's the doesn't have a damn clue. Both Corey and Bridget remind me of me in my younger time, not quite knowing who was pulling my strings, manipulating me, using me for things. I've been there. I mean, decades ago now, but I've been there.
You're a vampire.
Yeah.
That's funny. Hey, so how about that drink? You promised me a drink. We should be drinking right now.
Yeah, we can go to the study, and Donovan will go over to like the nice, like fancy study where it's just like pretty much a bar and some nice sofas and such.
Is there books?
Yeah, there'd be some older books that he's collected over the years.
Cool.
Yeah. You might enjoy some Shakespeare, Midsummer Night's Dream, if you haven't read it. Donovan will go over to the book.
I read part of it in like middle school or something because we had to.
Fun, fey comedy. Shakespeare maybe knew what was up. I don't know.
I think they put that on. Like my dad really likes that play or something. I like watched part. I don't know. It's boring. Shakespeare. Anyway, tell me about being a vampire.
Ooh, maybe that's enough for one night.
Crina is going to want to try and get more out of him. I don't know if you'll allow it, MC, but Crina will definitely try to turn him on again.
I think you can try again. It's a very different atmosphere since the last time you tried. Go ahead.
Donovan would go to make you a drink. What do you want?
Surprise me.
Do you like rums, vodkas?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about this orgy. Was
Crina will start getting very detailed.
Great.
Like,
Oh,
probably
no,
more
I
than
meant-
you wanted.
no. I meant who was there, what happened.
You made
I mean,
him
you get that
uncomfortable.
too. You get like all the people. You get like a blow by blow.
Yeah, Donovan does not want to hear about the blowing or any of that. He cuts that off real quick.
Do you mention the argument though?
It doesn't sound like she gets very far.
Yeah, I depending on how far like Donovan lets her go, she'll bring up like Harold. She'll bring like how he arrived. She'll talk about like how Emily left.
So let's.
How Harold just stood there.
I don't want to get too far into it. So
Mhm.
I think it's probably fair to say that you could probably get to just after Emily leaving before you make Donovan uncomfortable with the descriptions, which is a fair amount of information. Hooray! And then things get awkward. But I know you want to roll those dice, Crina.
Yeah.
So once Donovan gets uncomfortable, how are you going to help him get comfortable again?
And he'd bring you over a drink.
Yeah, just taking the drink. Oh, but you don't like hearing about it though. You don't. You don't want like all the details like secondhand.
No, I'm not really interested in sex.
Is that like a vampire thing?
No, I think some use it a lot just to get to people.
I mean, yeah, it's true. But like, it's just really fun, Donovan. Like, it's a lot of fun, and it makes you feel good. And like, definitely like, like way too close to him again. Like, arm on his like shoulder, and like leaning into him, kind of thing.
Okay, go right ahead.
Oh, that's better.
Yes.
Oh yes, that's a 14.
Well, that's the
Wow.
Crina we're used to. Okay. So
Makes you feel really good.
you gain a string on Donovan. And Donovan, you get to make the choice. You know the choices, Donovan.
Yeah, I think Donovan is now definitely embarrassed and acts awkward.
Yay!
And like gets really tense and just kind of looks at you and says, you are very kind and very sweet, but
I am. I can show you how sweet.
you are life and magic and bright lights. I am death and blood. No. I doubt your family would like that very much either. And Donovan like slinks out and backward.
Ugh. Who gives a shit about my family once?
I might in a few hundred years.
Disappoint.
Donovan would look around and find like a chair that's just a chair, no sofa aspect, and go sit in that chair.
Yeah. Excellent.
Did anything strange happen at the orgy? There was no weird family appearances or anything. There's sometimes
I'll tell him about Harold.
Okay.
Yeah. Harold being hogtied and dropped off. But it was okay because like Corey didn't want that. It was not something Corey planned. And we untied him and made him feel better.
That's good. I was worried there might be some sort of cult aspect, but maybe I'm wrong. Just I would be careful around them.
Tanya's not still there. You said she left.
What?
Wait, is it like the cult thing like a Cthulhu thing? Isn't that a thing?
I mean, evil religions and all that craziness, sure. I mean, it seemed very cult-like, family with weird influence and wealth, and then they have this strangely named son who is apparently actually named Aurelius, which is like a gold term. And then Mauricio talks about him like he's some sort of sacrifice, and I had a very, very strange night that night, so just wasn't sure what I was really processing. But considering increasingly seeing some of this stuff with Bridget, I'm a little more worried. And since you helped me once, I want to make sure you're safe.
Thank you, Donovan. That's sweet.
It's only fair.
Well, you've given me a lot to think about here.
Yeah, I imagine so. But please don't say anything about my nature, if you would. I know you like to speak freely.
Donovan, your secret is safe with me.
Great.
I like to know secrets. I don't like to share them.
I think it's important you're careful, especially if we don't know if Bridget or Wolfe or anyone for that matter knows that you pushed her. So that's bound to come around.
Well, you know what? Here's something that I will do for you. Since you've done so much for me tonight, I will tell you a secret. Something that I know.
All right.
Bridget is not fully human.
So maybe it's actually in her family.
I mean, she's adopted, right?
Was that in my notes when I looked her up?
Adopted?
I don't think it was.
Yeah, I don't think you specifically mentioned it. So Donovan would just nod. Strange how that didn't come up, but everything else did.
Well, she might be adopted, or maybe, well, at any rate, like, only one of her moms is like her bio mom at most. So, some unknown father.
As much as her behavior is probably exacerbated by her hormones, and life is hard sometimes being in high school. I've been there plenty of times. I don't quite know that she's aware of it. So that, and especially her reaction at the school, it's not like she immediately turned and got angry. She seemed hurt and scared, and so maybe she felt whatever it did to you, and
I wouldn't be so quick to think she's so innocent. But at any rate,
who really is innocent? But
Jack told me she's not fully human.
Jack is on your
my brother.
Dad's. Yes.
Anyway, you've given me a lot to think about. Thank you for the drink. And Crina's just gonna like down it. I should probably go home now.
Yeah, I assume your parents want to know where you are.
Oh, Mom doesn't care. As long as I let her know if I'm not gonna come home, she's fine.
Does she know about who your father truly is?
Yeah, she knows.
Oh, well, that's good. She's supportive.
I mean, yeah, sure. My mom's been to the ferry roll a few times.
That must be nice.
I mean, I don't know if she's been lately, but yeah. Anyway.
All right. Thank you for coming and having a drink with me. And Donovan would awkwardly go to the door and open it and gesture out for you. Do you want me to bring you home? It's raining.
That's right. You have a car.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
All right. And Donovan would take her to the garage, and they would get in his nice car.
Great. So we'll cut out from that, wide shot, rain, oh no, trees, and we see Corey on his motorcycle in the rain, sad and angry and confused. Corey, where are you pulling up to? What is your scene? If we even get to see it, I don't know. Who cares?
So he's pulling up to the house.
Oh, the house
the
itself.
the Castile compound.
Great. And that's where we're gonna stop and go to commercial break. We're gonna take a $5, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. We will be right back, and don't forget about our charity sponsor. no, they're not a sponsor. What's the word? It's another word. Just donate money. You
Our
have
very
it.
worthy cause.
Cause. It's a worthy cause. That's what it's called. Transition. Fade the volume on us down. Hello, everybody. We are back. Thank you for waiting patiently. We love you so much. Let's talk about Corey and
Yeah.
his awful driving habits. Corey.
Do you want to wait? Do you
Wait,
want to
oh,
do my
yeah!
level up first?
I do.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you for
yeah.
reminding me. So this is why it's a team effort, everyone. Wolfe, you got enough XP to level up. What are you gonna do?
Yes. So I am taking another mortal move called "Excuses Are My Armor."
Hooray!
It says, when you ignore some blatant problem with your lover or how they treat you, mark experience. So
Yay!
I'm ready.
So what we're hearing is
But there's
Crina,
no blatant
be
problem.
prepared to lose your top spot immediately.
We'll see how Bridget treats it.
Yeah, there's a problem.
You
It's
know.
that there's no blatant problem.
Right.
with your lover,
Why would you
so-
ever have to excuse Bridget? If anything, you should be constantly thanking her and appreciating.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll
Press
be
F
fun.
to doubt.
So, Wolfe, you went home. Do you want to do anything fun at home, Wolfe? No, not you, Wolfe. Sorry.
Okay.
You,
I was gonna say,
Corey Wolfe.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Corey drives up and he's in the rain. He's not wearing a helmet. He's in a leather jacket, no shirt underneath, no shoes, and he drives up and he's pants, but I think he drives up to the Castile compound and he just like stomps like up the steps, flings open the door, doesn't even like bother to shut it. And
Okay.
is just viscerally like shaking and angry, and like the first thing he does is he reaches out his hand and probably catches some kind of golden vase and just fucking slams that shit to the ground.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank goodness it was made out of gold, because I think it's probably loud, but okay.
Gold's soft.
Oh yeah, but it doesn't like shatter.
When I meant golden, I don't think it's actually made out of gold. I meant just colored gold.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were wealthy. So you it's obviously it's gold leaf paint. And you shatter a priceless vase, because this is a vase household. It's not a vase household.
It's a vase.
And your mother, Crina, appears like magic into the hallway. And she's just like, oh, if you servants broke another vase, I'm going to... Oh, it's you, Corey. Don't worry about it.
She wouldn't call him Corey.
Oh, right. Aurelius. No, they don't call you that either.
They could call him Aurelius or Fifth.
Oh, Aurelius is one of the good things. All right, rewind. Oh, if you servants broke another vase, oh, it's you, Aurelius. Well, I guess it's okay. It's really expensive.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, you shouldn't have done that because it costs money.
Why shouldn't I do anything?
Why yes?
I'm just like looking at her and like glaring at her directly, and is like, reaches a hand out, knocks out another like item,
and she goes, "What are you, a fucking cat? Stop that!"
Are you telling me to stop?
Yes, I'm telling you to stop. You're just breaking things.
You don't get to tell me to stop. You don't tell me to stop. What is with everyone today acting out in ways they're not supposed to?
She's going to march up to you and raise her hand to slap you across the face dramatically.
Oh, he's going to try and grab that hand.
Great. Roll volatile.
Okay, what is... I think my volatile is -1.
Yay.
Volatile is -1. So that is a 7.
Oh, a 7. Boo. All right, hold on.
Sorry.
You know. Yeah, there you are. We got a 7. No XP. Let's see here.
Oh, it's an only.
So let's see. I have to decide what happens because we're sort of breaking the rules. Breaking the rules. Okay. You have a choice. You can yeah, because this is like a weird mix. No, you know what? I take it all back. I take it all back. I don't take it all back, but I take it a little bit back, okay?
Okay.
Take it partially back. I am going to say you still rolled with volatile because I think that's fair, but I am going to treat this as shut someone down because you're not trying to harm the person, you're trying to stop them from taking action.
Yeah.
So, you have a choice. You can gain a string on your moms, or we can slap your moms with a condition.
I'm gonna slap moms with a condition.
Okay, great. Let's slap your moms. How do you want to slap your moms?
Lesser being.
Lesser being. Oh my goodness. All right. Condition lesser being. And I guess if you wanted to do harm to your mom, you could choose that too.
I don't really care.
Yeah, lesser beings way more fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
And in exchange, you gain a condition because you only got a 7-year-old twerp. Let's see here.
That's exactly what Corey needs. Another condition.
Oh, absolutely. Well,
Mommy issues?
Only have friendless, unsympathetic, self-subterfuge, conflicted, and daddy issues.
Yeah.
Now you have
I'm like a cat.
Oh no, I'm not letting you have that.
No,
You would
no.
have far too much fun with that. It's
Temper tantrum or something?
I want to give you
Brat?
Oh yeah, that's fair. I'll give you Brat.
You can give me what you want.
No,
like,
I'm giving you Brat. It's a good one. And so you stop your mom's hand. You catch it. And you can tell that she's both shocked, but also like a little scared. And she says, I don't know who you think you are. And that's it. She doesn't get the rest.
Okay. I thought there was more.
No, I thought there was too, but she can't. She can't. She's
who I think I am. I am the avatar of Castile. I am the voice of Castile, and none of you are giving me the respect I deserve. And he probably the hand that he's got, he said pushes her, just to get her away from him,
and she'll stumble back dramatically. Yes.
And he's glaring daggers. Mauricio is acting out of turn and sharing things to Donovan.
And she says, who the fuck is Donovan?
Doesn't matter. You're telling me that I can't do things, and he's talking to other people as if there are other people to talk to? Unacceptable.
She goes, what, you want your cousin to follow you around and talk to you all day? Is that what you want?
No. Mauricio's a pain in the ass.
Yikes.
I want him to I want everyone to go back to normal before the last week, where things were smooth and fine, and I could do what I want without being questioned about what I'm supposed to care about. Or there's more to things. I want to drink and have sex and have everyone show up to the proper orgy and not fucking run away or come hog-tied.
And she's going to look at you and she goes, well, if you want everyone to show up to your orgy, you have to play nice. That's how you get people to show up to an orgy.
Shut up and stop it and go fucking listen or be good or something or reasonable. You're angering Castile.
She goes, very well, Avatar. She goes, I will go away, but just so you know, the Peloton is free. And she'll walk away.
I don't ride your stupid Peloton.
Maybe you should.
He storms into the kitchen.
Yeah.
And probably grabs some bottle of old ridiculous booze.
Yes.
And heads to the basement where there is a secret door.
Ooh.
And he opens the door, and I think he has to pull a book or some shit.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
And there is a huge, a decent sized room that's just a fucking shrine. It is a huge ass shrine to Castile.
Mm-hmm. And what do you do?
And he goes in, and I think he looks around, and I think there are portraits on different parts of all the different
Yes.
You know, there's the first originator, then there's Aurelius the first, the second, the third, the fourth.
Is your
And-
portrait done yet?
No, I
No.
think there's a space that says like fifth,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no portrait yet.
Excellent.
And he goes up to it, and there's like probably some kind of bowl or something that like gets filled with like an offering, and it's golden, and it's like probably it's a golden plated lamb skull.
Mm-hmm.
And he pours out whatever's in there. Just like dumps whatever it is. I don't know, whatever they did. And he takes the alcohol, pours it in, and just starts drinking from it.
Nice.
And
Okay.
it just like sits down on the altar and is just like thinking about everything and trying to like, he's got these well of emotions inside, and he's fucking pissed. And I think he's gonna gaze into the abyss.
Great. Please do.
That is a 12.
Name what you're looking for.
Corey is looking for something to make sense of the current madness he is feeling. Like it feels like his entire life is like out of whack completely.
Mm-hmm.
And his people aren't showing up or not taking part. They're telling him things and what to do, and not just like giving into his behaviors. And that's just what? That's not how to deal with that. Why is all of this going on? What's wrong?
Ooh. Okay, cool. So you drink, and you drink some good shit, and it might be smooth, but it's strong. And it's not like you didn't partake in alcohol and drugs a very short time ago.
Oh yeah.
Goodness knows it wasn't out of your system while riding that motorcycle in the rain with no shoes.
Or helmet.
Or helmet, right? It's just,
Or shirt.
And I think you start just thinking and trying to make sense of everything, and time passes, and you're not even aware of exactly how long everything passes, and you're in your shrine, and you start looking at each of the other portraits on the wall, and the first portrait, the very first of your line, you see him, and he looks proud, but he is, he's not necessarily happy, but he's definitely very proud. And what is very distinct is he definitely reached sort of a ripe old age. And you stare at the first, and the first is another gentleman who again, he is proud. He looks proud. But there's something different about his look. He's an older person. He's probably in his 50s, and he looks. There's something about him that you feel like he looks tired. And you turn to the second. The second is a beautiful woman, strong features, and she's probably in her mid-40s, and she seems happy, but it almost seems fake, like she's forcing it. And you look to the who was that? That was the
Third.
second. So you
this
look
would
to
be
the third, and there's another woman, and she's in her mid-30s, and again there's another smug look there, but she's also looking off into the distance, not towards the camera, as if she was watching someone. And then finally you get to the fourth.
The fourth lived into his 70s.
We never said that on camera.
We did in session 0.
Did we really? Audience, did you say
Yeah.
that?
He was like,
Audience.
he was older.
Hey, I'm trying to be awesome,
I'm
audience.
sorry.
Wow.
I saw where this was going and I was like, oh no.
And you see the fourth. And the fourth lived into his 70s. And he's, you know, there he is. And he seems legitimately happy and calm. And it almost looks like the photo was clipped. Like it's a portrait, but you see now that he's, you know, his hand is resting on like the arm of someone next to him. And you get up to your feet and you stumble forward and you're looking at the portrait and you put your hand up on it and you touch it and it falls away. And as it peels back, there is someone you've never seen before. He kind of looks like your father, but not quite. And he's in his 30s. And there's something about him. He looks absolutely terrified. And you know, in this moment, and you can feel that it's true, that something's happening to all the people before you. They're not lasting until ripe old age. Your family has been lying to you. And it seems like each one of them is getting used up faster than faster. And this is just truth in your veins. See, I can handle forgetting what the fuck happened. It's cool. And you now take one forward to addressing that bullshit.
Yeah.
Do you want to have an existential crisis in front of
Yeah.
everyone through dance? Or do you want to cut away and talk about it later?
Yeah, let's cut away for a hot second.
Okay, yeah, let's cut away.
Let's collect some thoughts.
There was
Collect
a
some
lot. That was a
thoughts.
lot, right?
Yeah, we're gonna collect some thoughts for a moment and then we'll respond before
Great.
midnight.
That's cool. That's cool. So, I don't care about that. Why are you texting me? Anyway, so Wolfe. Hi, Wolfe. So you sit in the coffee shop and you're flipping through your phone and time passes. And finally, you're surprised to see Dixie sits down at your table after quite some time. And she has a deck of cards as she's shuffling between her two hands. And she looks at you and she goes, okay, so why are you so upset?
Set. What do you mean?
You're clearly like fucking beside yourself, so why don't you just tell me?
I mean, I guess, I don't know. I'm not really upset. I'm a little worried about Bridget, but that's it.
That's it? There's nothing else?
Yeah, you know, I'm just hanging.
Okay. All right. And she will put the deck of cards in front of you. And she goes, do you want to cut the deck?
Sure, he says, and he like, you know, reaches forward to like cut in the middle and then like puts the other half on top.
Great. And she'll pull the deck back close to her. And she'll go, and you're sure everything's fine?
Fine as it always is.
Goes, okay. And she takes the top card off the deck and she puts it down in front of you. And you see a young man on the card. It's obviously not your standard playing cards. And he seems to be holding a 5-pointed star in a circle. And it says on the bottom of the card that it's the Page of Pentacles. And she will look at you, and she'll look down at the card, and she'll say, "Okay."
This is like tarot, right?
She goes, "Yeah, that's right. It's a tarot."
And he looks a little sheepish. He says, I don't really know much about it. He kind of like runs a hand through his hair and like rubs the back of his neck.
And she'll look at you and she'll say, "Well, if you don't have any questions and you're not really looking for anything at all, then it really doesn't mean anything. It's just a pretty picture." And she goes, "But if you are sitting here in the rain, staring at your phone because you're looking for something, then it has all the meaning in the world."
If I, hypothetically was looking for something, like, what does it mean?
She says, "Okay. Think about what you're looking for. Okay? That idea in your head. And I want you to understand that these don't give you one answer. You have to figure out what the deck was trying to tell you, or in reality, what you were trying to tell yourself through the deck when you picked this card. The Page of Pentacles is generally about something valuable, something new, something that is going to add something to your world, or something that you're going to give to someone else that's going to be fruitful with good, honest intentions. Buy another coffee or get out. And she's going to take the deck and leave the card on the table and walk away.
I think he'll, as she was saying that, like, going through his mind is just like, okay, that makes, like, he's totally buying into it. Like, he's not like skeptical at all. He's like, okay, yeah, that totally makes sense. Like, this is all making sense. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. And he is kind of like got that like concentrated like look on his face as he's like thinking. Like, even as Dixie like says that and walks off, and then he takes a moment, like looks over to watch her go, and he sighs, takes the card, and kind of pockets it in a way that's not like, he's not like folding up the card or anything.
That's good.
Nicely puts the card in a pocket somewhere that like it fits.
And as you put the card away, your phone buzzes.
He takes it.
Great. Bridget has sent you a text message. Bridget, what does the text message say?
Sorry if I was mean earlier. I'm just really upset. I was hoping you'd come to the gazebo tonight at midnight. I have something I want to show you.
Wolfe, being Wolfe, just like immediately jumps to like, oh, she wants to show me something sex related, which is totally fine with him. But he texts back, playing it cool, and he's like, oh, it's no problem. Of course, I'll be there.
Looking forward to it, and I'll send him a dirty picture.
Who?
Yeah. Can I roll turn someone on?
Please.
I think Wolfe gets XP for his first excusing a problem with his lover. So.
What do you think, Wolfe?
Oh, because she was mean, and now she's like, yeah, totally. Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
she did say she was sorry, though.
Yeah,
that's
so
true.
So it's not a blatant issue. She was apologizing.
Well, that's why I put it to Wolfe. You've got to feel this way.
Yeah, that's true. Would that be forgiving someone for hurting me?
You have to tell me. Did Wolfe just...
I think it would be a more forgive than an excuse, at least.
Yeah. Okay.
In which case I would get a string on Bridget.
Great. Take your string.
And also, I got an 11 on my turn someone on roll.
Oh, hooray, happy day.
It was a good picture.
Well,
Lighting was just right. At this,
Wolfe, choose one. Give yourself to Bridget. Promise something you think Bridget wants, or get embarrassed and act awkward.
I am gonna just say like, yeah, I'll totally be there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks for the picture.
We know what that means. Yeah. Okay, great.
He would totally send a picture back if he wasn't in public. Boy.
Okay, great. So what's Wolfe's next move?
Go home.
Okay, so Wolfe's gonna go home. Wolfe, why don't you want to go home?
I do think he was supposed to do a light workout today because, practice tomorrow, can't go straining yourself. Which he obviously skipped to go to cheerleading practice. And we have already established that his father knows when he doesn't show up to do the workout.
Yeah.
So
he
was kind of procrastinating going home because he's worried about what's going to happen.
So you head to your car, smiling and sometimes not smiling, and Donovan and Crina, is there anything that we need to establish in the car?
Crina will probably just keep up like a constant like patter of just like meaningless, mindless chatter.
Oh, it's Donovan's favorite.
Yeah, Donovan probably is just going along with the conversation to like make her feel comfortable at this point.
Great.
He's not really trying to talk at anything else.
Awesome.
I will say that when we get to Crina's place, unless Donovan like physically stops her, she will like pop over and just like kiss him real quick, like on the cheek or like on his jawline or something. Just like thanks.
Yeah, I don't think he'd stop you.
All right.
He's survived one of your kisses before, so he's okay.
Survived.
Survived, Stephanie says, while stroking her cat like a Bond villain.
So great. So you go home and, I don't know, eat dinner, whatever people do with their parents. And Donovan, or do you have anything else? Well, actually, whole room. Listen, pretend this is a room instead of 6 rooms. I see Corey give me jazz fingers. Does anybody else? Oh, and I got jazz fingers from Stephanie. You don't even know what the question is.
Is there something else we want to do before midnight?
Oh my gosh, you do know what the question
Shocker.
is. Shocker.
Shocker.
So we've got Corey, we've got Crina. Yup, okay, we got Donovan. Oh my goodness, we have Wolfe too. Okay, this is so much pressure.
Just
All
a
right.
little scene.
All right. Corey, what do you want to do before midnight?
Corey's gonna do a little more lashing out at home before reaching out to someone who has been making some advances there.
Who's that?
Donovan.
Via text?
Or a phone call.
Okay, cool.
Well,
Crina, what do you want to do before midnight? Is it talk to who with the wink wink and the what?
Yes, although it does not technically have to happen before midnight, just sometime before we transition to tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fine.
I would like, we should really get to Bridget scene today.
Oh, we absolutely should. Donovan, what do you need to do before midnight?
Donovan was going to check on Corey.
What amazing coincidence! Wolfe, what do you need to do before midnight?
Just the scene where he goes home, which I can totally understand if you want to do that off screen.
I kind of do want to hand wave that. I think
that is perfect.
We can say that you get mentally abused by your father a little bit. No, you seem shocked now.
No.
Okay.
I was listening.
All right. I was like, we don't know. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
no, this seems accurate.
Like he'll yell at you. I was like, oh, you weren't at the gym. Oh, I expected you at the gym. Are you going to tell him where you are?
No.
Okay, great.
Or he'll make some lie up. He won't say that he was with Bridget.
Okay, great. Here's a question. Have you told either of your parents yet? No. We don't have that conversation. Great. And then you have awkward dinner, which is great. Who doesn't like awkward dinner? It's protein rich. Actually, no. The night before a big event, you need carbs, don't you?
Pasta, yeah.
Yeah, my brother was a runner.
Something.
I don't know how close it is to swimming.
Yeah, that seems accurate.
Yeah. All right. So carb loading. We're carb loading. Great. So besides your father being an awful human being, anything else that you wanted to get established?
That's it. I think he's got to figure out how he's gonna sneak out at midnight, but I think he'll like crawl through a window or something.
That's future Ashley's problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right, cool. So I think let's do Corey and Donovan being cute together. Sorry,
It's gonna be cute.
we're not shipping this. Are we shipping this, chat? You
Are
tell
we
me.
shipping this?
So, well, Corey's gonna make a phone call. Donovan, were you gonna text?
I was thinking eventually later that night, Donovan would reach out through text, so maybe I get called first.
Yeah, I think he'd probably get called first then. I think
Okay.
Corey, breaks things at a pretty decent pace. So, you've got to drive home. It's a whole thing. But so that we don't have to explain, we don't have to put up another don't text and drive, ad. We'll say you get home before you get the phone call.
Yeah. Donovan has to clean the 2 dishes that got dirty anyway, so.
My gosh. Go ahead. It's a phone call from Corey. Do you pick it up?
Before
Yep.
that.
Oh, before that. I'm sorry. Yes.
Unfortunately,
Uh-oh.
we're not.
What are you
We're
doing?
not. I mean, I guess we could do first. So Corey's first of all, he's gonna tear down the sill for where he's supposed to, like the portrait for him is supposed to go.
You're gonna break the physical thing that holds up the portrait?
Yeah. He
Okay.
wants to pull the portrait off the wall that where he's supposed to go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, absolutely. That happens physically.
And he's gonna find the bottle he asked. Well, the bottle he asked for is supposed to be in his room. He's gonna grab that and he's gonna get into his dad's favorite car.
The bottle that's for the party?
Yeah, but that's for Donovan for the party.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna get into the car, and I guess he can be conscientious this time and hook up since he's in a car and not a motorcycle, and hook it up so like it's free hand talking.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, because your dad probably got back while you were brooding. So, like his car, his nice car is readily available.
Yeah, he's gonna take that,
Great.
put the phone in, start driving, and he's gonna place the call to Donovan.
Great.
And the bottle's like in the freaking passenger seat. It's just like sitting in the bottle. It's buckled in.
Oh, you buckled the bottle. That's
He
good.
buckled the bottle in.
Great. So, Donovan, you get a call from Corey. Do you pick up?
Yeah, speakerphone. You hear water running and some like slight clanging of dishes. Hello?
Donovan, this is Donovan's phone. Yeah, this is Donovan's phone, right?
Yep.
You live at that house, right? The decent, like kind of not small one. It's like on Bolivia Drive next to Heron.
Donovan like leans forward and like looks out the kitchen window, half expecting to see Corey out there. Yeah, are you stalking me or what? What's this?
I'll be there in 5.
Okay.
I'm bringing you decent bourbon.
Right. I'm sure it's just a gift. You're not looking to get my influence or interest. It's just you want to give me a gift randomly.
Fuck you. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk.
Great. Great. I'll see you soon then.
Yeah.
Cool. Somebody hangs up the phone, hopefully.
Yeah, Donovan is probably like
stare.
staring at the phone to see if Corey says anything else, and then eventually just like hits the hang up button. Like,
There's like a solid 4 minutes of dead space.
yeah, like okay.
Corey doesn't want to admit he doesn't know how to hang up the phone hands-free. And
Yeah.
it's like, I never do that safely. I don't know how to work this device.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And in a few minutes, you're there.
Yeah, I think he parks the car and he takes the bottle and he bangs on the door.
So I have a question before we let Donovan open the door. In my mind, you still aren't wearing shoes.
Oh yeah, no shoes, no shirt, just in the leather jacket, pants, no socks.
Great.
Like...
All right, so Donovan, you open the door and there's wet puppy Corey with alcohol.
Really nice, like $3,000 bottle of alcohol.
Oh, you rushed that right over. Thank you. Please come in.
He like comes, steps inside, looks around. He's like, "This isn't bad, I guess."
Thank you for such the kind compliment. We can go into the study. It's getting a lot of use lately. Donovan would walk into the study where the bar is and gesture. Like, by all means. Do you want a blanket or something? You look wet. I could get you a change of clothes.
I think like he looks at his clothing for the first time. And he's like, no. And he like pulls off the jacket since it's wet and like probably something he actually somewhat cares about and like puts it on like a chair so that so now he's just standing there in just pants.
Donovan grins. Would you like me to have those dried for you? I have a dryer.
I can't put my leather jacket.
You sound so proud.
Wait, my pants? You can't put a leather jacket in, like, he's confused for a moment. You can't put a leather jacket in a dryer?
I was talking about your pants.
Yeah, sure. And he'll pull them off and he's buck naked underneath.
I'll be right back. And Donovan leaves the room.
Yeah, and he's just standing there, bottle in one hand.
Hold on a second. Let's back up for a second. If you're going to pull your pants off and not have anything underneath, I think you have to roll hot. I think that's the law.
Yeah, that is a fair just law here. God, which dice do I use for this? Pressure.
The ones that roll low.
The ones that roll low. It's a 9. And I have a +1 forward, so actually it's a 10.
Hooray! So Donovan. Well, first of all, so Corey, you get a string on Donovan. Due to Wong of the Golden Lamb, and Donovan, you get to choose between our 3 favorite choices.
So Donovan prompted this by asking for the pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did ask for it.
Was he joking? Like, yeah.
And
did you want to roll hot as well? Did we skip you by accident?
Did we? We might have done that.
Well, Donovan's really asking both to kind of be a little manipulative, mocking of his behavior, but also put him in a weaker position.
Yeah, I think Corey owned it. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, so I think Donovan's a little awkward and embarrassed.
I think that's very fair. Absolutely.
So,
I mean, somebody just pulled their pants off in front of you and they're not wearing underwear and you were trying to do something very different. Great.
Yeah,
so there's Wong of the Golden Lamb and you start laughing.
All right. Well, I'll be right back. And Donovan would take the pants and maybe turn a little red even and walk out.
Corey will just smirk a little. I think that was like a moment of controlled chaos he actually had, which was good for him.
Yes.
He's gonna go to the bar cart and find the proper apparatus to open up this ridiculously nice bottle.
Okay, it's good.
And pour two drinks. And
Donovan would come back with probably a towel and a robe.
Corey takes neither.
All right. So
he offers you the glass though.
All right. He takes the glass, but pushes the towel and robe into your hand at least.
I think he takes it, lays the towel down on the couch, and then sits on it.
Oh, okay.
Because he's wet. He's wet. No damage on his couch. And
could you put the robe on, please?
Is this too much for you? Are you gonna pop a boner?
No, this is definitely not that kind of relationship.
Okay, roll cold, my friend.
Do I have a forward on you?
I feel like you have 7.
I feel like you've goddamn a million strings.
Yeah, I have a forward on you about it not being more than, just actual interest. So I think this applies.
Yeah, let's use it.
Yeah, no, that's valid. Yeah.
Oh. 6 and 4 is 10, plus 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So
you get to choose a shut someone down thingy. No, 2 shut someone down thingies. Because you're the song.
Cold as ice.
That's right.
So lose a string. And let's see. Donovan is thinking clearly something bad happened, knows they had the orgy, knows what happened about Harold, is expecting some bad news from Corey. Let's see. How about Little Lamb?
We're thinking of another condition. Okay, cool.
Yeah. How about Little Lamb?
Little Lamb?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if we're gonna give you Little Lamb, I don't know. What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Well, I guess Donovan doesn't really know about the lamb comparison.
Yeah.
So maybe that's not
Corey
appropriate.
Means lamb.
Right. What are you trying
Donovan
to...
does now.
What are you trying?
What emotions are we trying to get in the back of Corey's skull brain?
How about just friend? Like something about this is just like a friendship or something like that. Like not gonna happen. Should
we do friend zoned?
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one.
So should we change friendless for friend zone? Because I don't think you can be friendless and friend zoned.
Yes, I think that's very fair. Do you want to do that? I'll do it. You keep talking. Have a scene. I'll edit the sheet.
Okay. So I think like his shoulders sort of turn in on himself because he was trying to take power in this situation, and Donovan is not letting him have it after many a night of just him not letting to have it. And I think he looks up at him as his eyes are wide, and he takes a sip of his own drink, and he's like, I don't care about anything. And it's sort of more of an admission than a statement.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's admitting to sort of how empty he really feels.
Donovan would sit in that same chair that's only a single seat and not say anything immediately, sip his drink and say, I'm assuming you've had a bad evening, and I'm sorry to hear that.
You care, though.
Some things. I think I've been in a similar situation to you, being used, being manipulated, and maybe you're realizing that's so.
Yeah, I think Corey laughs when you say like I've been in a similar situation, like as if that's even possible.
Why don't you roll cold then?
Yeah. That's a 4. So complete and utter failure.
No. It's not a complete and utter failure. You're cool.
Experience.
Yes, let's see here.
Experience.
Yes, please give yourself experience. And I will look at a very important thing. There it is.
Corey levels up.
Uh-oh. Well, hold on to that idea for a second.
Yeah.
Black fire rises throughout the town. You gonna go Dark Phoenix on us?
If and only if.
Ooh, okay.
Oh boy. Hello, Alton, by the way.
Yeah.
He's
Cat.
hamming it up for the camera.
Yeah,
He's very cute.
trying to steal the show.
I love him.
I love him.
I love him so much.
He is a very good boy. He
Yeah.
loves kisses.
Him.
You get a text message, Donovan. Your phone buzzes
Oh,
in that
Okay.
moment when Corey's trying to be impressive and isn't.
so Donovan kind of sighs a little, frustrated that Corey's still playing this, and looks at his phone. Half expecting maybe it's Crina because Crina's having stuff go on, so he's a little worried.
And it's an unknown number that you don't have any conversation history with. And it says, you can always talk to me.
Donovan just looks at the phone funny. And I think would just put the phone away.
Okay, cool.
Look, maybe I haven't been in your exact situation. Why don't you tell me what your situation is?
Corey takes a drink, downs the rest of it, and looks at him and says, I'm supposed to be the avatar of a god.
Some sort of dark god of giving people riches.
He's not dark. He's supposed to be everything that's good. I'm supposed to be everything that's good. Where? And this is all he's getting like this pompous, like the shoulders pulled back, and the bravado in the voice, and then it like sinks back again as like he's like trying. It's almost like trying to pump air into a tire that's got a hole in it. And he just looks back at Donovan. Lost for words for it.
You might be worth something without whatever this is, right?
What is?
I don't know, this god thing. You don't have to be defined by it.
And he just sighs this time and turns in. But I am. Everything about me is. I am Aurelius Ananias Cordero Castillo V. I am the golden God-given lamb of the kings.
Huh. And you think that's a good thing?
It has been until now. Until the portraits got sad. The portraits weren't sad before.
What? The portraits? What? I'm sorry.
Runs a hand through his unkempt hair. The portraits of the fourth and the third and the second and the first and the deal maker.
Were they also lambs?
Not the deal maker, but
Okay.
I mean, I'm the fifth.
So this god, what does this god want you to do?
I don't even know anymore. It was all easy and it was fun and it was great and they listened and I didn't have to worry about anything. I just had to have a good time. And now he's talking to other people. He's talking to Crina and
To Crina?
he's talking to Crina. And now he's connected to all these people after today and he's not listening to me and my mother's not listening to me and Emily's running away from my orgy and they're tying Harold up.
Donovan takes out his phone and he's going to message Crina immediately. And he'll say, Are you talking to anyone you can't see?
It's like Corey's like going on in the background about like how everything's just been wrong.
Yeah, and Donovan's like, "Oh, sounds bad."
What a great segue. Let's put a pin in that
Sure.
scene for a moment. And let's cut to Crina's house. Crina, you know, you go home, you have your dinner with your mom. I don't know. I feel like it's probably Easy Mac with pieces of hot dog cut up in it for some reason, because that sounds delicious. And no, come on, that's
I mean,
delicious.
she's a hippie though. Like she's a naturalistic hippie.
Oh, that's true. It's the Annie's, the rabbit brand, right?
Yeah, it's Annie's mac and cheese, and it's like tofurkey hot dogs.
Oh, that's much
I'm
worse.
sorry, cutting up hot dogs and putting them in pasta is disgusting.
Wow.
You know what? It's probably like vegan Thai food. It's probably like vegan Thai food that's ordered.
Anyway, we had some dinner.
That's right. You had some dinner, and you know, fast forward. You in your room. We know you want to talk to somebody. Is Crina the type of gal that waits till right before she falls asleep? I feel like she isn't.
No, like after dinner, yeah, like it's like what happened before. Like she probably has like an after dinner routine where she, you know, opens her window, leans out, and smokes a joint.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic, and you're consciously reaching out for that voice that you've connected to.
Actually,
No.
I am not going to reach for Castile.
No.
I want to talk to my brother.
Oh, fantastic. Well, why don't you...
I have some news for him.
Yeah, I think you have a role you have to make for that, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's much better. That's an 11.
Excellent. That is much better. Hooray, hooray. So there you are, and you hear your brother's voice from behind you. And he says, "How can I help you, sister?"
So, have you ever heard of something, person, thing, entity called Castile?
And he thinks on it for a moment, and he goes, "Well, it's a name of several regions in Spain."
Mm-hmm. No, like a spirit kind of thing?
I mean, it would certainly make sense that there would be a shared name for a spirit. Why? What have you learned?
So, energy spikes. Couple possibilities.
Okay.
One, remember how you told me that Bridget's not human?
Yes.
She's eldritch. Like
Eldritch.
Zulu.
Like, okay, you understand that's a made up story. Right?
I mean, Tanya seemed to think it was real, and Donovan has like a hookup and knows that. But anyway, one possibility.
Okay.
The other one, there's a thing, spirit, entity, god thing called Castile, and he's talking to me, and he's got some weird hold on a family here in town. On my like, I mean, I guess he's my friend, Corey. Yeah, like his family's gonna like sacrifice him to Castile. And now Castile's talking to me, and he called me a prize. He told Corey that I was a prize.
And he goes, "Oh, really?"
Yeah.
And he says, "Well, that is extra interesting." And he says, "When does Castile talk to you?"
Sometimes when I'm trying to talk to you. He's just there instead.
Are you still looking out the window, or are you looking at your brother now?
Well, I assumed my brother was going to show up outside, though. But if he's in my room, then I'll like be leaning against the window, but looking at him.
Yeah, if you turn around, he's sitting on your bed. He's classy, and he's very surprised when you say that sometimes it happens when you try to talk to him. And he says, "What?" That's bad.
Is it?
Well, at the very least, it's troubling. I suppose bad is a very loaded human word.
I mean, like, also, you're just not, like, available sometimes when I'm trying to talk to you.
And he says, well, I have a
I had
lot.
to talk to Tanya. I was trying to talk to you earlier. I had to talk to Tanya.
I'm sorry that you had to talk to Tanya. He says, you
And then she wouldn't go away, and she just kept, like, butting into my conversation.
Was she trying to help you?
I don't know.
Wait, what do you mean
actually.
she was butting into your conversation? Did someone else hear Tanya?
No, but I was talking to Donovan, and he was asking me for things, and I needed your help and your advice, and Tanya showed up instead, and I was like, okay, fine, thanks, Tanya, and then she wouldn't leave, and she just kept, like, interjecting while I was talking to Donovan. She might have been helpful in the end, actually, now that I think about it.
Donovan is
She was rude.
one you brought to the Fey realm, right?
Yeah, holy shit, did you know Donovan's a vampire?
Oh, yeah. Is he causing problems?
No, he's great. He's super helpful. He's like covering for me for a thing I did.
Well, that's unlikely.
How did you know he was a vampire? Why did you tell me?
I thought you knew.
No!
Can you not sense these things yet?
I'm only half Fey.
I'm sorry, I forget. I'm very busy and just distracted. Because he says, you know, it's
sister.
I know, and that's why I'm here. You know, I listen as often as I can. Listen, I think this is all very, very troubling. I may have to send someone to assist you. What is this face? What is this? I don't know this face. This is a human face.
I don't know if I like that.
Well, I'm sorry, is there some sort of spirit contacting you when you try to contact me?
Sometimes.
Well, shouldn't there be somebody here when that happens?
I'm doing fine.
He says, fine. Then you don't need anything else? You just wanted to let me know all these things?
Well, I wanted to know if you knew anything about Castiel.
And he goes, well, I will find out something. But I think you should avoid him, them, until you hear back from me.
Why?
Because you think it's some sort of spirit that can co-opt Phaelines.
Oh, I didn't say that. I said sometimes I try to talk to you, and there's like static, and I talk to him instead.
Okay. So...
He reached out to me once, actually.
This is very... I don't understand why you don't think this is a problem.
He told me a secret.
Yeah, what secret did he tell you?
About some relationships from friends of mine.
Oh, so it's just like mortal stuff then.
Yeah, well, Bridget was involved, so only kind of mortal, I guess. Ooh, do you know if Wolfe is like not a human too? Are there a lot of not humans in Gehenna Valley?
What is a... Well, Wolfe isn't a human.
He looks like a human. He's a boy. Wolfe Freeman, I think?
What? No, it's like a canine. It's an animal.
It's his name. He's a person. His parents gave him a weird name. It happened.
Oh. And I know this person?
I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay, then he's probably a human.
You understand that I am the king of the Fey realm.
And I'm the princess, apparently.
Because, I suppose.
Dad said, you're supposed to talk to me and help me.
That's what I'm doing. I'm helping you. What do you need help with? No, you already told me. I gotta go look up this Castile thing.
All right.
Are you?
Well, I did your thing. I
Thank
told you where the energy spikes are probably coming from. It's one/both of them.
Okay, great. We will look into their houses. You still have phone books?
No, we have the internet.
Right.
Phone book. Do they even make those anymore?
That's why. Can you just look it up then?
Look up what?
Where do they live?
Oh, like I know where they live.
Okay, great.
Tell us the addresses.
Great. Thank you. I'm sorry.
All right. I love you.
I love you too.
All right.
And he disappears.
So here's a fun thing, though,
yes,
Brian.
Please.
On a 10 up, in addition to other results, the Fairy King reveals to you a hidden string on someone.
Oh yes, that's right. I forgot about. That's why I knew I was trying to do something. I just forgot what I was trying to do.
And I get a +1 forward for addressing what is Castile.
Yes. I'm going to tell you that it's going to happen soon.
Okay. I'm writing it down.
Yeah, you write it
Dun,
down.
dun, dun.
Don't let me forget. You're very good at that. Where were we with the Donovan Corey thing? I know I cut off. Oh, because you get a text message. That's why I did that. Oh my gosh, I'm a scatterbrain. So just as your brother is disappearing, you get a text message, and it says, "Hey, do you talk to invisible people or something?
Are you talking to people you can't see?
Are you talking to people
Anyone
you
you
can't
can't
see?"
And I didn't even think about the Tanya thing.
It's great.
All right.
Go.
There's this random text out of the blue from
Yeah.
Donovan. Are you talking to anyone you can't see?
Yeah.
I'll think about it for a second.
Yeah.
And I talk to people you can't see sometimes.
Donovan would reply back quickly. Oh, how would I reply to that? Wow. I guess it would take a moment. Donovan would look to Corey, who's kind of rambling a bit, and Donovan would reply back, "We need to talk about Castile," and then put his phone away.
Crina will text back, okay.
Yeah.
And then, I guess he doesn't respond for a while, so.
Great. Corey.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want out of the scene with Donovan? I know we jumped away kind of awkwardly.
Yeah.
I forgot what the last thing was you had said.
Yeah, I think he was saying that
he said that Castile talks to Crina.
Oh,
and
right.
started just ranting about all the other things that were going on in his life.
everything else was going
like
on.
not listening. Parents aren't listening to me. And...
Yeah, nobody listening.
All right, so Donovan would say, "Okay, just calm down, just a moment, sit, take a breath, have another sip of your drink. Please don't get drunk."
It's way too late for that.
It's not too late for that. You could tell his pupils are blown.
Yeah. Donovan would say, "I'm happy to talk more about this, but you really need to relax first. Maybe you should rest, and we talk about it first thing in the morning."
Fine, but Corey will pause as he tells him to stop his ranting, and he's gonna look and he's gonna take a couple steps forwards towards Donovan, and his face sort of softens a little as he's talking about all these people that aren't listening, aren't doing what he's told, the things, and he's gonna take his hand and put his finger right where Donovan's beating heart theoretically should be, and be like, "But you care, and you listen."
Yeah, that doesn't mean I'm going to do everything you tell me. And in fact, it might mean that I'm going to say things that piss you off, maybe even make you bite my hand, clearly. But I want to help. Like I said, I think I've been in a similar situation, and I know there's some bad going on with you anyway. So we could talk, but let's get you in a better state of mind. So whenever you wake up, just holler. I'll be awake.
Where am I supposed to go? I've never been here before.
Oh, I have multiple bedrooms. Donovan will go and show you to one of the many bedrooms that are available.
Great. That's a great scene cut. Corey.
Real quick though.
Yes, please.
Corey is gonna send like the mental image to Castiel of just a flipped off finger.
Okay, great.
just a fuck you.
That's good. Hey Brian, when you watch this later, make sure you add that to the notes, okay? I can do that. Isn't that cool?
It's so cool.
Corey, I think since you had therapy with Donovan, we can clear one of your conditions. You can pick any condition you want.
Any condition I want. Oh my goodness, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get rid of self-subterfuge because he opened up a lot about like lying to himself.
Yeah,
that was gonna be my recommendation.
Yeah. Also, that's a really difficult one to get rid of later.
That's fair.
Just to be open, I think Donovan is also needing a little time himself just to process everything Corey's saying before he tries to talk to Corey about it, where he's like, okay, this is a lot. And why am I getting myself invested in this?
An old dark power. Help.
Yeah, Donovan's also thinking, why the hell am I getting myself invested in this? But
we know why, because you love it. So, Bridget. At midnight.
Yes.
Everyone arrives at the appointed time.
Yeah, they go straight to the gazebo, right?
Yes, in fact, Chase picked up Tabitha, so they come together.
Okay.
Are you there before? Like, are you waiting for them in the gazebo?
No, I want to meet them there.
Okay, great.
I'm probably going to be a little fashionably late.
Okay, so I think Chase and Tabitha are very eager little followers, and they get there 15 minutes early. Wolfe, what about you?
I think he waits until like the last possible second that he can leave, hoping that like the later it is, like his parents will be asleep and they won't like notice him leave.
Sure.
But he doesn't want to be late. He makes a point not to be late.
Right. I mean, you're just
you're
running like, across the street or something. You know, not even the street,
he might show up
lawns.
like right on time. But
Great.
yeah, he like crawls out his window. I don't know, second floor, whatever. He'll jump down, climb on the roof or something. I don't know. But he'll ninja his way out and.
Great. So you do
there.
You scurry over frantically, and as you approach the gazebo, it's dark. You see, sort of like the shadow of somebody in the gazebo, and as you get close, you realize it's not one person; it's two people because Tabitha is sort of snuggled into Chase's arm, and Chase just sort of smiles and he goes, "Hey, bro."
Hey, Wolfe will look surprised, and he'll sound surprised when he says, I guess, what are you guys doing here?
He's just like, waiting for Bridget.
Oh. Okay.
They don't seem surprised at all.
Yeah, and he just like sits down across from them or whatever. It's like, all right, guess I wasn't expecting other people here, but guess that's what Bridget wants, then cool.
Tabitha will smile at you and she says, relax, it doesn't like mean anything.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I know that like she did this kind of thing like before like we started dating, like literally the day before. But like, I don't know. I'm not like super into it, I guess. And in his mind, at least it's not clear. He's talking about like gazebo orgy. Like
and Tabitha sort of smiles at you and she says, listen, Bridget never lets you leave awkward.
I'm sure she knows what she's doing. I trust her.
And Chase goes, that's good, bro. That's real good.
Yeah. He like pulls out his phone to check the time. Like, great. Will she be here soon? Because like he's like friendly with Chase and Tabitha, but like for like the longest time when Bridget was dating Chase, like he was just off to the side, like pining and like jealous of Chase. So he's still kind of ambivalent towards him.
So
yeah,
Bridget,
so he's just...
I'm absolutely not gonna let you have your scene. but because I don't want to rush you,
Okay.
but I do want to let you make a dramatic entrance so that
Okay.
we can cut dramatically.
Okay.
So we can start with your scene.
Okay.
So please tease
Bridget
the audience. Yes.
Bridget walks out of the darkness, like holding one of the Angora rabbits.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of shrugs off her nightgown and says, "Kneel."
Great. And so
Wait.
What?
What's under the nightgown? Like, is she
Nothing.
naked?
Oh.
Okay, okay. Just wanted to be sure I had that picture right.
No,
in my
we
head.
have to give the picture. There's a silhouette.
Yeah.
Yes. And it cuts. We cut to the credits, and the credits roll, and the audience at home is like super frustrated. They're like, "This is bullshit." And then as the credits end, it cuts back to Crina's house. And I've surprised the player. I love this. And you see this little black cat wandering around outside the front of Crina's house, and it goes over to this tree, and then it climbs up the tree, and it walks over onto a branch, and it sort of leaps a little further than you expect the cat to leap, and it lands on Crina's windowsill. And the camera follows the cat as the cat walks into the room and jumps onto Crina's bed, up to Crina's sleeping form, and then sort of just like paws Crina like hard in the face like several times, like up and down. Crina wakes up.
Stephanie, you're muted.
But it was really great. Right. And the cat looks at you, and it starts talking, and you hear Tanya's voice. And the cat says, "Wake up, idiot. Castile is Zeus." And then that's where it cuts. So thank you everyone for joining us for session 5 of Gods and Bunnies. We'll be here again next week at 7:30. I want to encourage everyone to stay tuned this week for more programming throughout the week. Like we said earlier, we will be directing all proceeds for the entire week toward the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund. And I really do encourage you to join our Discord. In fact, while we were playing, there was a very exciting announcement on the Discord where Gehenna Games has been working with our friends over at Onyx Path Publishing to organize and launch a brand new virtual gaming convention that is coming up in just a couple of weeks. So please jump onto the Discord and check out that announcement and get all the details. And we will see you next week. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.